Dropped in ace for Michaela Martinez.
No score here in the top of the third. Swing on the outside.
Pulled for El Dorado right before we came back with that big play. He's going to the corner. He's wide open. It's a touchdown to Omar El Shanawi.
Blattman, a sophomore out of Abyssal County. That one's hit well, and Ziegler.
Rivera back and pass. Throws, got a receiver open, caught.
Wow.
Touchdown. What a throw from
Nice.
Rivera to Ben Wilson. That's a 32-yard, or 29-yard strike. Academy on the board.
Peyton Prop, and hit hard by Ziegler over the center fielder's head. Can't get to it. That will score Delosier. They send her home. There's the
Now,
It's 7 a.m.
it's 7 a.m. Time for the opening drive.
Voted the best sports show in New Mexico.
For 5 years running. It's the OD in the AM with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Still swinging, boys and girls. Let's take this thing back to Georgia, have some cobbler, eat some peaches, and see if we can hit some more home runs. Millions of peaches. Peaches for free. Millions of peaches. Peaches for me. They come in a can. They were put there by a man. Well, it felt like millions of home runs last night. Chris Taylor supplied them last night for L.A. Dyers will take it into the weekend, boys and girls. You're not done yet. Good day to you and Merry Friday. 'Tis your opening drive on 95.9 FM. And AM 610, the sports animal, Jeff Symbieta. A. Marie. It's just you and me today. You all right with that?
Heck yes.
I mean, I don't know.
Of course, we always miss JJ, but yeah.
Well, of course.
It'll
But
be fun.
The boss like, well, who you bringing in? I mean, who's coming in?
You got me.
And I'm like, well, I don't know. You brought in A. Marie. I mean, what are you telling me? She can't hold her own. I got my faith in it. He kind of looked at me. Like,
Thank you.
Are you
Thank
down?
You. I appreciate it.
Do you need me to go?
No.
Fill the chair?
No.
No, I'm down. You and me.
I love it.
All right, so it's you and me today, and I think
Friday.
It might be just you on Monday if the plane doesn't get me home.
Okay, I got this. I got the board.
It just changed the flight, so we'll see.
I'm on a bye week. I'll be relaxed.
You are on a bye week. Where was I? Oh yeah, I met a really cool Viking fan yesterday from Iowa.
We're pretty cool.
Susan, and actually she won something at the New Mexico Bowl event last night.
Cool.
And she was a Viking fan, and she's like, the only reason I knew the Vikings had a bye this week was because Greg Joseph was my kicker. I think he still is, and I need to get a kicker.
A lot of buys this week, but
yeah, that's right. All right, we had football last night. I told you I kind of like the Broncos. There's not a lot to like, man. I don't know what to like, and the Browns are in trouble. When we can. I want to get to the football, but I really want to start with baseball tonight or today.
Oh yeah, that's huge.
Because the way that plays out yesterday, I don't know if that saved their season. I mean, it prolonged it. I don't know if I feel that the Dodger bats woke up. It was the first time that in this series and really in the postseason that I felt that the Dodgers were hitting the baseball, that there was a threat, that it was more than just the 4 runs in the 8th inning to save their season a couple nights ago.
I feel like every time I check the score, because we were all over the place last night, I'm like, they scored again.
Yeah. Well, they had 17 hits last night, did Los Angeles. Yeah, and they started Joe Kelly. It was a bullpen game.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Kelly
Pitcher
lasted
went out, right?
2/3 of an inning. Yeah, they went through Kelly and Phillips and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pitchers. Kenley Jansen finished it. Yeah, 7 pitchers last night for L.A. And the Braves saved their arms. Now, I'm not going to tell you that I think it was an issue for the Dodgers because everybody. I mean, the most somebody pitched was 2 innings. Gratterall and Treinen pitched 2 innings. So I'm not concerned that, oh my goodness, they burned their pen. But they hit the ball. And so if you're a Dodger fan, maybe there's something to look at and say, okay, because you were nervous. Joe Kelly gives up a couple runs in the first inning. It's 2-0 early.
Yeah.
And then the Dodgers come back and get 3 in the second, 1 in the third, a couple more in the fifth, 1 in the seventh. They blow up in the eighth. And Chris Taylor, and I remember I was having this conversation via text with your buddy Fred, he of your boys of sometimes our afternoon show and usually our Saturday show, and I don't know, they hang around here and they've been fitting the place for cameras. And it was the day the Dodgers beat the Cardinals.
Oh, yes, he's a Cardinals fan, right?
A big one.
Okay.
And it was, if you recall, it was Chris Taylor's home run that beat the Cardinals, the walk-off home run, which was one of the most beautiful things. And it was the day after, and he was on watch, and I remember I was sitting in the car, and I was texting him, and they're like, and this guy, this Chris Taylor, whoever this guy is, I'm like, Chris Taylor is an all-star, and Chris Taylor is a legend. And he responded that we define legends differently, which we probably do. But it's not like this guy came in. Now, this guy was slumping coming, but this guy was an all-star this year. If you recall the all-star game, which was played up the road here in Denver, he was an all-star. And he's filling in a role now where somebody had to go in and play third base because Justin Turner's out. Hell, put him at third base. Let him play. But that was a beautiful display. 3 home runs in a postseason game for that guy last night. So what'd you do? Did you switch back and forth?
Well, there was we were all over the place last night, and then there was NBA, there was football, there was everything.
Yeah.
Steph Curry, I just, good call. Well, I'm not saying, I know it's the first week, but man, that guy's fun to watch.
Dude, he's my favorite player to watch.
He was perfect in the first quarter last night of the game against the Clippers.
45 last night for Steph as the Warriors beat the Clippers 115.
9 for 9 in the first quarter. He was just, he's just fun.
Yeah, he's my favorite player to watch. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you he's the greatest player ever. I will tell you he is the greatest shooter I have ever seen. Yeah. Now, that doesn't make him the best player of all time, right? He's not Michael. He's not LeBron. Fine. Okay.
Yeah, everyone calm down.
He doesn't have – I know, be careful.
You say one's great, and then they're always like, what about Michael?
Well, then you're dissing the other guy, right?
Right. Which is crazy.
And you're not.
Drives me crazy.
And we've had this conversation Lord knows how many times. And, I've heard about Pete Maravich, and okay, I'm telling you, he's the greatest shooter I've ever seen. And Pete Maravich might have been great. And well, if there was a three-point line, he'd have scored. No, okay. I'm sure he was great. Greatest shooter I've ever seen.
Let's stay in the now.
Well, no, I mean, we can. If we're going to do history, then we can go all the way back to the Stone Age. That's fine. Best pure shooter I've ever seen is this guy. I mean, how many years has he been doing it now? Consistently, he has redefined what range is. He's redefined it. He crosses midcourt, and now Dame Lillard is there at times too, and Trae Young is there at getting there. But I've never, to me, this guy has changed the game, and I'm 5'10", right? I'm an average size human being. I was a point guard when I played. I wish I could have had that game, but he's not just a shooter. This is why I enjoy him so much. He redefined the game the way he shoots with his range. But if you think he is just a shooter, all you do is watch SportsCenter highlights. If you watch him, he gets to the rim. He finishes at the rim. And what is he, 6'2", 6'3"?
I think he's 6'3".
I enjoy a relatively smaller guy.
Which in the NBA, that's not
right,
big.
6'3" is a small guy in the NBA, right? In life, he's a pretty big dude. So I enjoy a small guy who can take over a game. Look, LeBron is 6'8" and 240 and physically
it's ridiculous.
He's got unbelievable gifts. And look, God bless him, and he's made the most out of them, right? This guy can't do what LeBron does because of his physical God-given gifts. That's why he's so fun for me to watch. He takes over a game and he's the guy where you look at it, it's like, hey, well, all right. And he's become so much more than a shooter. He is a good passer. He's a better defender than he ever gets credit for. I'm not going to tell you he's a great defender. He's a better defender than he gets credit for, but he's a playmaker, he's a shooter, and he just changed the game, and that's why it's so enjoyable for me.
Same.
Yeah. All right, so you're on Steph, too. So JJ, not as much, but I think he likes him, but not as much. But, yeah, I didn't watch last night. We had an event. Dodgers were on. The football was on. and Chris Taylor was still hitting balls out of the yard, which was
Well,
was
that's
a beautiful
exciting.
thing.
Like
Yeah.
I said, every time I look at my phone to check scores of every game, I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa,
Yeah.
whoa,
Yeah, yeah,
whoa.
yeah. Now, can they keep that up and go back? Do we get a Max Scherzer game in Game 6? What does Dave Roberts do? Look, Scherzer threw 3 1/3. I think it was 80 pitches, and he said his arm was a little dead on short rest. So would it be 1, 2, 3 days? When did Scherzer pitch? Game 2, right?
We're
So-
going on Game 6.
Right. So, so we would be
Yep.
off Game 3, Game 4, Game 5, and the off day. That's 4 full days, right?
Yep.
So you almost kind of got to go back to Scherzer, don't you, in Game 6 to save it, and then figure out what you got to do. It's like Alex Cora says, look, I'll worry about Game 7 if I get there. I got to get there. If I keep my best bullet in the gun and never shoot it, what good is it? If I keep Max Scherzer sitting there for Game 7 and I don't get to Game 7 because I didn't use him, then what good is having him?
Right.
That's always my fault. Well, what are you going to do? Let me figure it out then. And you know what? They're going to have their problems too. Let me figure it out. I just won a bullpen game last night, and Joe Kelly, my starter, went 2/3 of an inning.
Woo. Were you nervous?
So I would have been if I was watching.
Right. But you're like, okay.
Well, no, because I was hosting. We had a board event over at All in Autographs last night.
Oh, I want to go to that place.
You probably should.
Not just because, you read the commercials. Like,
Well, at 7:26, I'll tell you all about it. But honestly, like our board was over there, and I hear you talk about it every day, and they were like, "This is everything. This is better than you said." Like,
and
it
there's
is.
like whiskey and everything?
Well, not every day, like not all the time, but like we brought in a bar. Yeah, yes, there was.
I'll be there every
There was
day.
whiskey and everything last night. Yes, there was. Yes, in fact, yes. All right, 505-246 and everything.
And everything.
505. It was hard to find a water, but there was that too. Our good friends at Pepsi-Cola took care of that. 505-246-0610 is how to get to us today. 888-922-0610. Do me a favor, send your emails to me. Jason, for whatever reason, yours just go to JJ, so send them at jeff.symbieta@cumulus.com. Jason, if you're sending one today. Otherwise, I usually get them, Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com. Adrian's producing. Adrian, good to see you rocking the Dodger lid. Keep the faith. Adrian's producing on TV. We are on channel 20.5. You can do with your rabbit ears. If you over the air, dial us up. We're on TV every day, Amory. Every day. We're on the New Mexico Sports Network. Of course, on our Facebook page, the OD and the AM, you can find us there. Coming up on the show today, we're going to get into the NFL, get you ready for the big NFL weekend. Lobos in Wyoming. There was Mountain West football last night. We'll get more into the NBA stuff. It's not just Steph, although it was a lot of Steph. 45 points worth of it. What next for the baseball? Astros and Red Sox go tonight in Texas as the Houston Astros try to close out that series and get themselves to the World Series. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta and A. Marie and Adrienne on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a #1. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number 1 in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
There's only one home for Rome. The Jim Rome Show is up next at 10, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
All right, Dodger fan, let's go. You still got the faith? You nervous? Where are you? 11-2 last night in the Ravine. The Big Blue Bats bang the Bad Braves. Ooh, how about that? That was some alliteration right there. Huh? Just spit that one at you, too. Did you catch that? The Big Blue Bats bang the Bad Braves. Big Bad Braves? The Big Bad Braves. Big Blue Bats bang the Big Bad Braves. That's right. I mean, I don't know.
Now we have Game 6, Astros Reds.
Yeah, you get that tonight. Red Sox.
Aren't your friends going?
Yeah, I got a buddy. Actually, some guy showed up at the event last night. Hey, where's he at? And I said, well, he's got tickets for Game 6. He's in Houston. He spent some money on them, and he wants to be there. So, yep, Game 6 in Houston tonight. Astros and Red Sox. Astros trying to shut this thing down. And a similar series to what we kind of saw here. While it's 3-2 home team headed back against the wild card team, it went a little different, but the momentum has swung. Certainly there was a minute in the series where you thought, wow, the Red Sox are just beating the tar out of them. That Houston's bats are dead, that they have no pitching. I mean, that's what JJ said, right? And he's not wrong. They have no starting pitching. And the Red Sox were beating the living stuffing out of them. And then this thing completely swung. And the Astros pounded the Red Sox last game. So just kind of like yesterday. So we'll see where this goes. But Houston's up 3-2 as they go home, just like Atlanta is up 3-2 as they go home in the National League. All right, how much of the football did you watch last night? Did you learn about Dearness Johnson?
I watched the last 2 minutes because I checked the scores 17-14, 2-minute warning. This will probably come down to a field goal.
Yeah,
People surprised as a Minnesota Viking fan. They're like, you didn't want to watch this Teddy Keenum matchup? I was like, no.
I mean, there's an interest to you, two of your former quarterbacks.
Yeah. But I don't know. I just thought the banged up teams and Broncos don't look good at all.
No, so I'm really disappointed, and I forgot to make a change, and I kept I didn't realize till last night I kept Brandon McManus as my kicker. Bad move. Dearness Johnson's a man.
Jeez Louise.
22 carries.
You wouldn't think Chubb's missing.
No,
that's no offense
somewhat,
to Chubb.
No, but he runs like him in a lot of respects.
How about he have 146 yards?
22 carries, 146 yards, and a touchdown. And when the game was on the line, keep stuffing it into the big man's gut and give it to him. He's 5'10", 208, and he runs like he's a lot bigger than that. A third-year guy out of South Florida, out of USF. And really is, with Case Keenum running the show, I thought...
He's serviceable.
Serviceable? He was terrific.
That's what I'm saying, though. He's a good... He does a job as his backup quarterback.
Keenan, yeah. No, Keenan's as good a backup quarterback as you're going to find in the league, and he's going to win you a few games. Now, Baker told Fox yesterday that he's got some sort of a break, right, in his shoulder. It's not just a torn labrum. There's a fracture that isn't allowing his rotator cuff to fire, and he needs the fracture to heal before he can go out and play. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend to play doctor. But what he said is, quote, I need that fracture to heal for me to get back out there. Well, end quote. I mean, how long does a bone take to heal? It takes a minute or two,
I would
right?
assume a couple weeks.
They got 10 days off until they play next. So get used to some Case Keenum, I'm going to guess, for the Cleveland Browns, right? Now they win the game. They get 10 days off.
They go to Pittsburgh on Halloween.
And so... And you look at the standings and where are they, and they're fine as far as making the playoffs. They're behind Baltimore and Cincinnati right now. Baltimore and Cincinnati play each other, but they're sitting at 4-3, playing the Steelers, who, I mean, I don't know what the Steelers are anymore.
Yeah.
Then they get the Bengals. Then they go to New England. They get the Lions, and then they get Ravens back to back. 11-28 at bye week, and then 12-12. They get the Ravens back. That's a bizarre scheduling piece. So when does he come back? Can Case Keenum beat the Steelers? Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I mean, I know they're playing a bad Denver team, but still.
Yeah, I think they're okay.
Me too.
I think they're now. Are they getting everybody else back? Can they beat better teams without Chubb? And without Kareem Hunt, they look fine with Dearness Johnson. No, honestly, right? I'm looking at him. Who was the guy everybody picked up on fantasy football?
Kyle had to play against him last night.
Yeah, he was pissed.
Like
right?
20. He had like 27 points.
Yeah, I got a buddy of mine. I didn't even know what the hell it meant, right? So I was at the event, and my phone was blown up because of the birthday thing. You know how that goes, right? And so where's this one? This one, a buddy of mine I hadn't talked to in a while. We're in some league, and I forgot I picked. I'm in 5 damn leagues, right?
Yeah.
I told Kelvis to pick up DM. It must be Deeren. That's what it says, Deeren. And he took Jimmy Handsome, who would still have been available after 24 rounds of waivers. Deeren slips to you, and you're clobbering me with the guy. He looks like the second coming of Jim Brown. And I'm like, what's he talking about? Who's Deeren? I forgot I even picked this guy up.
I picked the other one up.
The other one.
What's his name?
I don't know.
I didn't even know Dearness Johnson until last night, to be honest with you.
What team?
For the Browns.
Oh, yeah, nice move.
Yeah, well.
what, John Kelly?
No, I'll look it up.
Demetric Felton?
I'll look it up.
I mean,
Oh, no, yeah.
there's
no,
not that
I
many
got,
left.
Well.
But yeah, I'm like, who's Diurn and what's he mean? I'm all right. I'm finally winning a game, clobbering you. All right, but yeah, how far can they win? How much can they win? I think the bigger story around here is the Broncos. I think, it's so disappointing. And I got it. Cleveland's defense is supposed to be good, but didn't they give up 1,000 points each of the last 2 weeks?
Yes.
And this is who you are now, Bronco fan. I'm not going to lie. I bought in. I knew it was somewhat potentially fool's gold after the 3-0 start and who they beat, but I thought that the defense was good, and obviously they only gave up 17 points, but they needed to make a stop. They scored on the Javonte Williams touchdown, and it was, 4.5 minutes? They needed to make a stop against a team who was quarterbacked by Case Keenum and whose running back was Dearness Johnson, and they couldn't get the ball back.
No.
And that, to me, says everything I need to know about the Broncos. And it doesn't say anything good. Would they have won the game? Could they have driven down the field? I don't know. They just drove down the field on the last drive and scored a touchdown. Do I think they could have gotten Brandon McManus range if they got the ball back? Yeah, I do. I do. And so when they scored, I'm thinking, all right, they're going to get the ball back. That defense, to me, and again, they didn't give up 1,000,000 yards, 182 rushing, 194 passing. So it's a lot. It's under 400 yards, about 370-ish. But for them to not get off the field to get the ball back against a team that is quarterbacked by Case Keenum and a guy named Dearness Johnson's running the football and you couldn't get off the field, tells me everything I need to know, and it's not good. Do you think I'm wrong?
No.
It's all about your defense. Oh, we got Von Miller, and okay, all right, get off the field. Get the ball back. Give it to Teddy Two Gloves and see what he can do.
They couldn't even score in the first half either, so their offense, too.
Well, their offense is stuttered.
Yeah.
Is that the right word? Their offense is
I like it.
Okay, it's challenged. They're not good offensively, and I think Cortland Sutton's terrific. And Javonte Williams is going to be fine. They only ran the ball 14 times. Okay, so I got Teddy throwing the ball 33 times. They only ran, 47 plays. 47 plays in comparison, Cleveland ran 66.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah. You see a problem?
Yes.
So they're not good. And Bronco fan, I feel for you in a way. But you got a problem. And it was exposed last night, and I don't know where this thing gets better. And I don't know if Vic Fangio is able to survive this. I don't know if it's on him. But you're going to have to go all in on the Aaron Rodgers thing next year. But do you think Aaron Rodgers is looking at that going, oh, yeah, they just need me. They're in. There's a defense that couldn't get off the damn field.
No.
What makes you think that's where he wants to go now?
No.
Well, he'd rather live there than he'd rather live in Cleveland. Oh, okay, so would I. But,
I think he'd rather go to a good team.
Well, look, Aaron Rodgers realizes I can live wherever the hell I want to live when I'm done.
Correct.
I can live wherever I want in the off season. I got what? What's he thinking? He's going to have 4 years left? We'll go somewhere and win. Well, y'all come to Denver. All we need is a quarterback. Really? What makes you think that?
Yeah.
I was buying into that crap too. What makes you think all they need is a quarterback? Is that a team constructed with a quarterback to contend? Let alone in that division.
No. Especially the way their defense looks.
And they only give up 17 yesterday, but you got to get off the field. I'm listening. If I'm wrong, tell me. But Bronco fan, you've got to be just choked watching what you watched last night. You score that touchdown late, and you're thinking, all right, I'm coming. Like here, I'm getting back in. No, you're not. You're not getting the football back. 505-246-0610. I want to hear from you today. I'll get you some emails. It's me and A-Marie. We'll go through the NFL stuff like we're doing. We'll get through the baseball. Steph scored 45 last night. The Ben Simmons thing is just out of control. So come on in wherever you want to go. Lobo's in Wyoming tomorrow. So I tell you about All In Autographs every day. And I got buddies. I got people. Oh, is it really that cool? Well, yeah, it is. So last night we hosted an event. Shane and Aprilyn had us over and brought over the executive board and sponsors for the New Mexico Bowl. And they're like, damn, I've been wanting to come over here. I heard you talk about it. It's nicer than you say. And I know I build it up. I build it up because it's that cool. It was so fun watching these people buy stuff, stare at the walls, walk around this museum of a store. It is all that. All in Autographs is the Southwest premier sports memorabilia and collectible destination. It's at 2225 Wyoming Northeast. You can go online, take a look. Take a look at some of the items. Allinautographs.com. I asked Shane, what's your favorite piece? He says, well, this one right here. And he showed me there's a signed piece. There's Muhammad Ali, and there's Michael Jordan, and then there's Tiger Woods, all original signatures on there and their picture. It's just so cool. That's the kind of stuff they have. Tell them you heard it on the radio from me, and you get $25 off your purchase of $100 or more. Ask them about their VIP club. You can join. They've got a VIP whiskey night tomorrow night. There's still room if you want to get in. Call them at 505-504-7575. It's open to the public. 505-504-7575, and tell them you want to get in on that tomorrow night. It's All in Autographs. It is special. Go visit them at allinautographs.com and stop by at 2225 Wyoming Northeast. They are Albuquerque's premier sports memorabilia and collectible destination.
A burglary takes place in the United States approximately every 15 seconds. International Protective Service is your answer for commercial and residential security in all of Albuquerque. IPS will work with your monitoring company for fast, reliable response times. You can rest easy knowing you, your family, or your company is watched over by International Protective Service. Call International Protective Service today.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green. And keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Mountain West Conference football last night. UNLV trying to get their first win of the season, first win under Marcus Arroyo. They lose at home. San Jose State went into Allegiant and beat them by the score of 27-20. San Jose State goes to 4-4 overall, 2-2 in conference play. The Rebels fall to 0-7 and 0-3. It was Nick Nash again for the Spartans. He scored the game-winning touchdown on a 15-yard quarterback draw. San Jose State then turned a blocked field goal into the decisive drive. They won this thing 27-20. Nash went for 213 yards passing. He ran for 121 more. This is a backup quarterback at San Jose State. I got an email on this, and Dan's pissed. He says, Jeffrey, no Juan Jose State, Ana Maria. First, the Rebels cough up the rock at the end of the half, just trying to run out the clock. Then they get the ball with 7 minutes and 3 timeouts, and it takes them so long to march down the court, they never get off a tying shot attempt before the buzzer goes off. Marcus Arroyo must go. I'm not gonna lie, I did not watch the game. I'm not gonna. I forgot, and there was so much else going on. And,
it was your birthday.
Well,
we were. Yeah.
I that stuff, right? But this was a tough game. Look, the Rebels are getting better. Lobos are going to get them here soon, and that's not. It's not going to be a gimme. Now, it's not going to be a gimme. It was 2020. It was an 88-yard grinder of a drive, 11 plays. And then the Spartans blocked a field goal, 39-yard field goal attempt, while UNLV was looking to take the lead. And that was it. So UNLV's lost 12 games. That reaches back to 2020. That hurts, man. That's one of those you think you can get and you don't. Your Mountain West schedule this week, and of course the Lobos will be in Laramie. Any word now? Are we just kind of let's see who jogs out on the field and play? What do we know about Terry?
What do we know about Terry? Is he okay?
I didn't listen to Lobo talk last night. If somebody did, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What Danny said about Terry and who the quarterback's going to be, because I didn't. You get Colorado State and Utah State tonight. That game is on CBS Sports Network at 7:30. Utah State's 4-2. Colorado State fought their way back to 3-3.
Ooh.
Tomorrow you get the Lobos in Wyoming. The big one tomorrow. This is a 5 o'clock start. It's a CBS Sportsnet game. 22nd ranked San Diego State's at Air Force. That's a terrific game. Nevada will be in Fresno. That's a good game too. And then the Aggies are out in Hawaii late. So you got good stuff tomorrow.
Yeah.
You like the Aztecs or you like Fresno State?
Oh, I'm looking.
Air Force is a 3-point favorite.
3-point favorite?
Yeah, they're at home. Aztecs struggled last week. Aztecs had to go double overtime to win in San Jose. I don't know who they're going to play at quarterback. I have no idea what they're going to do at quarterback. That's one of those where if they could ever really get a stud quarterback, they would be able to make the next move. Their defense is that good. If San Diego State found that NFL kind of quarterback that everybody else in this league seems to find, right? Whether it's, Carson Strong, Nick Starkel, Josh Allen, that kind of guy. Now, they had Ryan Lindley for a minute.
Yeah.
But they might be able to make that next move. That next move meaning playing for a New Year's Six bowl game. That's how good they've been. But they bounced around quarterback just trying to figure out. But that's your game of the week in the Mountain West.
Totally.
So, yeah. Oh, it's a wonderful game. All right, 505-246-0610. Your email's jeff@sportsanimalabq.com. Did you have an email address? You want them to send it to you, or you want them to leave you alone?
I have my Cumulus email, but I don't know.
All right. If you want to give it out, feel free. It's your call. I don't
know. I'm a little nervous, y'all.
As you should be.
I appreciate the calls. You just chat. You can call me and chat.
Yeah, that's fine. Here for you.
You guys call and chat during the show.
That's fine. Leave me alone later. I'm down. I get it.
I love you all.
All right, Harold says, I guess Lobo Volleyball lost last night.
Oh.
This one says, Frank? Question marks. Jeff, maybe you can get him on the show. Frank had the call during a 35-minute video replay challenge in which he cried and cried and cried. Then he cried more as San Jose State came from the rear to stun Lobo Volleyball at Johnson Gym in a critical Mountain West Conference contest last night. Frank? All right, so I sent out the bat signal. I mean, that's it. There it is. Yeah. Carl says, no way Timex Terry plays, right, Jeff? No way if Gonzalez wants to run more. With that kind of injury, I think he'd become even more of a pocket passer. Look, I'm going to tell you straight up. If Terry Wilson can go, I put him in the lineup.
Me too.
I don't know where y'all are thinking somehow.
Blame the quarterback.
It's easy, right? It's easy. And I'm not going to sit here and apologize for him. I'm not going to tell you he's played great because he hasn't. But I'm going to tell you he hasn't had a chance. And I'm going to tell you he's the best quarterback on that roster. And if somehow y'all think, and I can see it happening now. Isaiah Chavez goes out and they squeak out some ugly win and they win and they get it. And the screams get louder. If you think Isaiah Chavez or
is the
CJ
answer?
Montes or well, if you think they're better than he is right now, the bottom line is you're wrong. Now he might be good, and he did win you 2 games last year. I had this conversation the other day. So this guy was good enough to win at Kentucky.
Right.
He was good enough to win 10 games in the SEC, won 2 bowl games. He was good enough, but he's not good enough for New Mexico.
That's crazy.
Jeff, I mean, if you watch him, I mean, he's not that good. He actually is pretty good.
New coach, new system, no offensive line.
Bad offensive line, no weapons.
So what do you want the guy
and
to
no
do?
running game.
Right.
So, but it's all in the quarterback. Well, he should supposedly pull magic out of his backside.
The rebuild. Trust the rebuild.
And it's hard.
I know.
But if you all think this is all about the quarter, I'm just you're wrong. There's not a lot of times I just tell you flat out your opinion's wrong. That's not opinion. Like this one, you're wrong. If you think this is all about Terry Wilson and he's not very good, and okay. Now, he hasn't played very well, and the team hasn't played well around him, and then he got broken. Okay? But if you want to win games, now you can hit me with another concept. Well, Jeff, we're going to be, if you lose this week, we're 2-5 or 2-6, whatever the number's going to be, and we got to prepare for the future, and they should play some of these kids.
2-6 overall.
All right, I'm listening to some of that. But your best chance to win games is with Terry Wilson at quarterback.
Oh.
I mean, that's really like you can talk to me about it if you want, and I'll listen. But I think you're wrong. 505-246-0610 is how to get here. Let's take this break. Come back. Open up the phone lines. I'll open up the text line. See what wonderful wisdom is there as well. It's the opening drive. Jeff Simieta and A. Maria on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loan. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
You trusted your home or business security to a company with an armed response. They sold out to a national corporate giant, and you're stuck on the brink of less security. I'm Aaron Jones, owner of International Protective Service. IPS isn't for sale. I'm invested here, and I care about your home and business as if it's my own. Let the highly trained armed guards or 24-hour patrols of IPS protect what's yours. With faster response times to catch criminals and less associated costs. Call 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.
When looking for the best experience while buying an all-new Kia, Fiesta Kia offers some of the most knowledgeable and friendly Kia specialists in New Mexico. They'll help you find the Kia that will meet all your expectations. Kias have some of the most affordable vehicles for you to choose from, offering extensive options and style for the price. And with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, Kia won't be beat. Come be a part of the Fiesta family today, 7400 Lomas Boulevard Northeast, or start driving now at fiestakia.com.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Was up next at 10, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Well, it all started with two schools saying, yeah, we're out. And it is blown up in a large respect, the group of five in college athletics. It's the opening drive, Jeff Symbieta and A. Marie. So Oklahoma and Texas, remember when it started? I was somewhere, and I was at Mountain West Media Days. Remember, it was that week where I was in Vegas, and I remember I was literally sitting down with Craig Thompson, the commissioner of the Mountain West Conference. And he was looking at his phone, and he says, did you see this tweet? Came out about 15 minutes ago. I said, no, what's that? He says, there's some rumors that Oklahoma and Texas are talking about going to the SEC. I said, what do you think? Was there anything to it? He says, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Literally, that's where it was, what happened. And he mentioned it in his address to the assembled media about an hour later. And here we are, because it is caused the reformation of the American, right? As they took all those teams now from the Conference USA. It had everybody uncertain in the Mountain West. Conference USA is now scrambling. And not only are the teams that are leaving in UTSA in North Texas and UAB and Charlotte in those schools, all FIU, going to the American, there's now whispers that Southern Mississippi and Marshall may go to the Sun Belt. And so that leads to conversation about New Mexico State. And I've got a note out. I'm trying to get a hold of Mario and kind of talk to him a little bit about the possibilities. We've talked a lot. New Mexico State's name has been mentioned in national stories as a replacement. Or I don't know, replacement maybe not be right, as a school to go into Conference USA. And I want to have the conversation, is it better long-term than the WAC? Certainly better in the immediate, because there's football and there's football money. But what is the best long-term solution? I think for that football program and the stability now, there is a television package, and you get your share of the college football playoff disbursement. So the time is now, and there's certainly urgency for New Mexico State to be doing things, and I know they are. I know they are. But what is right? Because you start looking around, okay, the WAC, Seattle and Chicago State, and then it's Abilene Christian, Cal Baptist, Dixie State, Grand Canyon, Lamar, Sam Houston State, Stephen F. Austin, Tarleton State, Rio Grande, and Utah Valley. All regional, all within what you would think reasonable travel. What's going to be left in Conference USA after everybody leaves? Right? What's going to be left there? Western Kentucky, Middle Tennessee, Old Dominion, UTEP, Louisiana Tech, and I think FIU, right? FAU's going, but FIU's staying. That's a lot of travel.
It's a lot of travel.
But it puts you in a Division I FBS conference to play football. Now, for all your other sports, it's a lot of travel. Are you better waiting for the WAC to maybe, hopefully, get to the FBS level, and then there's no guarantee that you get the disbursement on the college football playoff money? So hopefully they have a decision to make. Hopefully they're going to have a decision to make soon. And how do we get there? Aggie fan, I'm really interested in where you are with this.
Me too.
Because what is it you want? I mean, does Conference USA sound good to you? It's not the Conference USA that we know today. You're going to Old Dominion. You're going to be going to Western Kentucky and Middle Tennessee. But, I mean, you're going to Chicago State and you're going to Seattle right now. So does that make sense? I know this isn't where Bruin James wants to go, but hello, James. How are you?
We'll wake up on Friday.
Hell, man, happy Friday, guys.
What's up?
What's the game? I cursed them, man. I cursed the Dodgers.
Well, then stop going, dude.
Thank God it came back. Came back.
Yeah, don't go.
Yeah. So college game. I went to Westwood, and they're setting up for College Game Day, and that was pretty exciting to check out, and it was pretty good. Man, it was a good trip, other than the Dodgers getting beat, but it was a good trip, and I missed you guys. Thought about you guys. I was gonna call you guys, man. I wanted to, but
right there on your app.
It was terrible. It was awful. But anyway,
good trip and awful trip.
Yeah, talking about your conference, we were talking about that when I was over there.
Yeah.
Talking about conference, man, it's crazy, huh? I was talking to a couple people, and it's all about the dollars. Am I correct?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
Everything is.
Yeah, man, and you know what? They were talking about San Diego State joining the Pac-12 and then calling it the Pac-13 or whatever.
Well, I think that's what San Diego State would like. I just don't know that that's going to happen. I think SC and UCLA really want to control Southern California and keep San Diego State out. I think if San Diego State finds a way into a power conference, it's probably going to be the Big 12. And that would mean the Big 12 comes out west. They've come to Provo, right? If they go in and decide they want to bring in Boise State and San Diego State, I think that's the way that works, and I think that's what they're working for. While the Pac-12 makes 1,000% sense logistically, geographically, the common belief is that's not where it's going to go. But
yeah,
we'll see.
But there were a lot of people were talking about that, and they were, I was like, really? That'll sound pretty good.
Well, they own the Bruins. I mean, every time they play UCLA, they beat them. All right, James, I got him at the top. Enjoy the weekend. I mean, last time they played the Bruins, I was at the Rose Bowl. Rocky Long beat the Bruins for the first time since the 20s for San Diego State. Marty, stay there. Is that Marty 1 or Marty 2? Oh, Marty number 1. Opening drive, it's me and A-Marie today, and Adrienne on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS Network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive.
Mexico's Sportscaster of the Year, Jeff Symbieta, and JJ Bond.
Don't sweat the technique. Don't sweat the technique. What up? Merry Friday to you. It is a big weekend and a big day here on the OD. Jeff Symbieta, A. Marie. Dodgers are winners last night. They extend the series. 11-2, they beat the Braves. The Big Blue Bats beat the Big Bad Braves. Chris Taylor, 3 Big Blue bombs.
I couldn't tell if Bruin was sarcastic or not that he cursed the Dodgers.
No, he cursed the Dodgers.
Okay.
No, he was. He firmly believed that.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that was firm belief. You didn't hear the pain in his voice. I mean, it was a great trip, but it was except for the Dodgers. Oh, it was horrible. Yeah, no, he was hurting.
Okay.
He was hurting. Browns beat the Broncos last night in a relatively boring game, but welcome to the world, D'Ernest Johnson.
Woo!
Hope you picked him up on your little fantasy football time. I'm telling you what, man. He's this week's flavor of the week. And he made some people happy. Football. Yeah, it's the worst. It's the worst thing ever. 17-14. Broncos, I think this is more about the Broncos than the Browns. I'm just telling you. I think the Broncos are bad. I didn't think that. I bought in. I told you yesterday I liked the Broncos yesterday. I did. I would have bet the Broncos. I would have lost by the hook, by the way. It would have really pissed me off, 2.5 points. And the fact that they couldn't get off the field at the end of that game when they had 4.5 minutes, Case Keenum was the quarterback, D'Ernest Johnson was the guy. I'm sitting here scratching my head. And that's a problem for Bronco fan. So you can get into that. Astros and Red Sox tonight, Game 6 in Texas of the American League Championship Series. Baker's injury. Oh, and Steph dropped 45 last night in 115, 113
perfection.
Win. He was terrific.
In first quarter, and just perfection throughout the game.
So good to watch. So we got all that for you, plus Lobos tomorrow against Wyoming. San Jose State beat UNLV last night. Let's go. And we're talking about conference opportunities for New Mexico State. Marty, thanks for the hold. What's up?
Hey, guys. Few things.
Marty, number one.
I guess the NFL ratings significantly dropped this weekend, right?
Why?
Yeah, why?
There's no Dallas Cowboy football, man.
Oh, yeah.
Significantly dropped.
In New Mexico?
So, I'd love the Browns football update, but I think the bigger story is how the Broncos have failed miserably in acquiring a quarterback.
100%.
And it's been bad ever since that Super Bowl. It's almost, what now, a 5-year Super Bowl hangover. I think local fans, there's a lot of Bronco fans here, so I think they really would enjoy.
A quarterback?
JJ's not here because I know he's a Bronco fan. He probably would agree is, like you said, Jeff, the failed attempts from that Bronco organization to try and get back to – And it's kind of bad. I mean, this is kind of a bad year not to be good because I think the division is there for the taking only because, sorry, Trujillo, because the Chiefs have no defense.
They have
and
no
they're
defense.
very beatable.
No, they don't.
So this would have been a great year to really go out in the market and try to get a quarterback. And
they
failed
tried,
to do
Marty.
that.
Yeah, they tried. I firmly believe they tried. I do believe they failed, but they tried. And Mac Jones was there for them if they wanted him, and they went with Surtain, and I understand where they needed help there as well, and he's going to be a good player. But it looks like Mac Jones could have been the guy. He certainly was there for them if they wanted.
Oh, absolutely. And it's funny because the Cowboys there was talks that they were going to get Surtain, and you know they ended up with Michael Parsons. So I don't know, and it shows that maybe they didn't need Surtain because they probably have the best corner in football right now, and Mr. Diggs.
You guys don't like Teddy at all, though?
What's that?
Neither of you like Teddy Bridgewater?
Not a fan. I think Teddy's very safe, and when you equate football with safe, it means you're playing not to lose.
Well, I think Teddy's fine.
Yeah, like
And
I
you
don't
need-
think he's
but
like
you
the
need
best
better,
thing.
But you need better than fine. I mean, you just do, and I think we've watched that over the last 4 games.
He's a good
Teddy, I
backup.
don't know that Teddy lost you these games, but he sure as hell didn't win you any games.
Correct.
And,
Right,
And
then
yeah.
no, Jeff, I was going to say, what's the conversation every week in the Nationals landscape of football is they talk about the top quarterbacks, right? And if you look at, there's a correlation, the top quarterbacks with the top teams, right? And Teddy Bridgewater's not in that conversation.
Look,
So I
give me
think
a
there's
good
great
quarterback on a bad
correlation
team. Go ahead. Give me a good quarterback on a bad team. You got one? Give me a good quarterback on a bad team.
The only guy that I remember was Matt Stafford.
Not anymore.
Yeah, he was. So look around currently. Is there a good quarterback on a bad team? Maybe Jalen Hurts, if you think he's good. And I'm not sold
I don't
yet.
think he's good.
Yeah, and I'm not sold yet.
Jared Goff.
Jared is no. Answers no. No, Marty, your
that's
point's
funny.
not wrong. I mean, you correlate the good teams have good quarterbacks. I got one. I got one.
Give me one.
Matt Ryan.
Oh, I like that. Matty
No,
Ice.
he's not good anymore.
Well,
I don't think
well,
he's
that
bad.
team's pretty bad.
Again, he's a little bit better in Bridgewater, but he's not a top 10 quarterback anymore. I think he had his
No, he's not
window
top
and it's
10.
gone.
He's not top 10. You're right. He's not top 10 anymore.
So really quick, I want to switch gears. I still don't understand the mindset of Coach Gonzalez and sticking with Terry Wilson, only because, and my son brought up this great point, is that the student in himself has no loyalty to the program. And what he means by that, and I totally agree, is that he can just bail any time and go to another school.
So can everyone. Every one of them can. Well, Terry Wilson can't. He's out of options to go to another school.
Well, he's out of options, but at this point, you're trying to build a program.
Yeah.
So are you really just trying to win a game or build a program? So I would go with trying to build a program, and Terry Wilson's not going to build that program.
Why can't he build the program? He's not going to be the quarterback of the future, but why can't he help build the winning mentality, build a program, make everyone around him better?
Because he's had plenty of opportunities to showcase, and he hasn't done it.
Yeah, I guess I would
think
disagree
they've
with that.
regressed
Within
with
a
him.
month?
Yeah, I would disagree with that. I think they've
I think
regressed.
they've regressed with him, and I
Well-
think most fans would agree. I think you have to look at other options.
Right.
I think you really do.
Yeah, I disagree. And they regressed last week, and that was without him. Was it his fault they regressed last week?
But I think it's a culmination of that regression. It's a culmination of week to week, and it's built up since. I really think it's built up from the Houston Baptist game, as bad as that sounds. I really think it started there. You didn't get good momentum there. You didn't get. I really thought they would win that game 55-10, and they didn't.
All right.
And I think that's just how I see it, and I just don't understand the mindset and the pigheadedness of sticking with Terrell Wilson.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
I would stick with him as much as I can. You and I are going to disagree on
I'll
this.
say this to Coach Gonzalez, and maybe I don't want to come back 2 years from now, if we're all here, and say, look, your stubbornness cost you your job, sir.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. But I appreciate and thank you. I disagree with him, and I would stick with Terry Wilson at this crap of quarterbacks because I think he's your best option. I think he's good. I don't think, to Marty's point, I don't think he's not a good quarterback. I agree that he hasn't played well, but it's what's been around him. And to me, again, he was good enough to play at Kentucky, good enough to win in the SEC, but he's not good enough to play here. And no
It's
loyalty.
weird.
They all can leave tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I appreciate your point and the conversation. I'm going to disagree with you. Edward, good morning.
Well, good morning, Mr. Symbieta. Happy day after birthday, and I hope you had a great time.
Thank you.
Hey, Lister.
What's
good
up?
to hear your voice this morning.
Thank you.
That was a good call by Marty. I enjoy Marty's calls. He's one of the Hall of Famers. The committee elected him a few years back. The committee meaning the Crusher. So he's good content. I've always said Cowboy fans, as they talk about the last 25 years of, mediocrity, when they bring up television ratings and what their franchise is worth, I think they should hang banners in Jerry World for their franchise worth and what the television ratings were. It's because it's awesome. But he's right. Very good points, Marty. Excellent call. When you're devastatingly handsome, tragically brilliant, and painfully accurate, there's a responsibility with that, And people say, well, Crusher, you kind of lived an enchanted life, like you won the lottery every day, and you're kind of a Renaissance man. How can you make my life better? And Marty referenced the quarterback, standing, the ratings. if you listen on Wednesdays, the Crusher 8 comes out, and there is a correlation between who's doing well and how well the teams are doing. But, Jeff, let me say this before the five-star picks are unleashed. Steph Curry, you're right. He is the best shooter. He's mastered the physical points on the court to release shots. It's amazing. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. And I think he did change the game of the NBA. Ironically, the last three champions have been all kind of mid-range teams or going into the post with Toronto and then the Lakers and then last year, the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to swing back. But it's amazing. I mean, it truly is amazing. The 3-home run game, I think it was October 18th, 1977. Young Crusher and Young Symbieta were just kids.
Reggie, sorry.
Reginald Martinez Jackson, which I'm a Red Sox fan, and that was the year that Bucky Dent, I think, hit the home run in the ALCS.
That Reggie game. Do you remember the pitchers off whom he hit the home runs?
I don't have that committed in memory, but it was three straight pitches.
I believe it was Bert Hooton, Charlie Huff, and Elias Sosa, if I'm not mistaken. That's too
amazing.
Much. And if that's right, that's wasted brain cells.
And Reginald Martinez Jackson, I believe, was 5'10" and maybe 175, 180 pounds, and just killing it. So
I got
amazing.
a Reggie Jackson story later.
Well, I want to hear it when you regurgitate it. But just some good content across the board. But the Crushers batting a very mediocre 500 this year. I'm running the Mendoza line. You guys get a chance to look up Mendoza. It's a baseball reference. But this week it's a tough schedule. It's tough to pick these games. But I'm going to take the Bengals. I looked who the Bengals beat, and they've beat up some softballs. I think the Ravens are a true Super Bowl threat, and I think they're giving up 6.5. I'm going to take the Ravens at home to cover the 6.5. I think the Saints are going to the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks are better than what people think. They just find a way to lose games. They're kind of like the new Chargers. The Saints, they're getting 4.5. I think the Seahawks are getting 4.5 at home.
Yeah,
so I'm going to take the Seahawks.
Their quarterback's Geno Smith, by the way.
And they just picked up Josh Eason.
They picked up Jacob Eason.
I mean Jacob, sorry.
Jacob.
And the Eagles and the Raiders, now they grew. I think the Raiders are going to have like a little renaissance themselves. I think they're going to cover the 3 against the Eagles. I think it's a standalone game. Actually, the standalone game is the Saints and the Seahawks. So, but I'm just trying to enhance the lives of people in the in the 505 and the 575.
Go make some cash.
Put a little money in their pockets. And maybe they can live a life of ill repute and be in the Renaissance.
Beautiful.
4 TVs that are 55 inches in your house. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture. And
great. Can't wait.
It'll increase the cognitive load. But I hope you guys have a delightful weekend. I appreciate you letting me share a few thoughts.
Enjoy the sensory overload tomorrow.
Indeed.
Good day.
Hey, have a great weekend.
See you. Actually, we just gave away a couple of TVs yesterday for our closest to the pin prizes at the New Mexico Bowl Golf Tournament. Huh?
Nice.
We ain't playing around. Yeah, we ain't playing around.
Nice.
All right, if you're there, stay there.
Get that Edwards setup.
Yeah, well, I mean, I could never, have something like that, but give them all away. When we come back, more phone calls. I want to have that conversation. I'll tell you my Reggie Jackson story, too.
I'm excited.
Well, did we really meet Reggie, or did we not? We had a candy bar named after him?
No.
Yeah, nougat and caramel and peanuts and chocolate. And it was like a square, round kind of not the long Hershey kind of shape. Oh, yeah, with the Reggie bar back in the day.
Wow.
It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Pepsi and also.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Car Crafters is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever, no one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
A burglary takes place in the United States approximately every 15 seconds. International Protective Service is your answer for commercial and residential security in all of Albuquerque. IPS will work with your monitoring company for fast, reliable response times. You can rest easy knowing you, your family, or your company is watched over by International Protective Service. Call International Protective Service today.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green and keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Had his own candy bar. You know that?
I had no idea.
You know who Joey Cora is?
No.
Yeah. Alex Cora's brother. So back when I was at Channel 7, Joey came up first. Joey was an infielder. I actually came up with the Padres. And I remember when I was at Channel 7, Alex was with the Dukes. So it's the Red Sox manager, former Duke. I don't know why we don't do that all the time. Former Duke, Albuquerque Duke. Alex Cora. But I remember my brother sent me a couple of these Joey Cora candy bars. And so I went on and did a pregame interview on Channel 7 with Alex. And I said, hey, and I pulled these out of my pocket. I'm like, have you seen these? And he's like, no way, right? He didn't know there was literally a candy bar named after his brother. His brother had his own candy bar. And so we did a tasting on TV. It was one of my segments on Channel 7 Sports. And it's actually pretty funny. But watching Alex taste his brother's candy bar and this is so cool and it's this is great and yeah, it was.
I'm sure there's money in candy bars.
Yeah.
Heck yes.
I mean, it would be kind of cool to have a candy bar named after you.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, I don't know if you have any say in it, but it was a lot like the Reggie bar. It was one of those chewy, nougaty, peanutty, caramely, no nougat, caramel nuts, peanut, chocolate. It was good. The Reggie Jackson story, and then I'll go to the phone. Mariners, Yankees. Gosh, it has to be it was 95, I think, ALCS. And I was working up in Washington State, so went to the Kingdome and I was a young reporter then. I took one of the other young reporters, and we're walking downstairs in the hallway by the locker room in the media area before the game, and Reggie Jackson walked by us. Reggie was working for the Yankees and on their broadcast, and came by. Hey, Hey, Reggie, how you doing? I'm good. Walk by, and my buddy, he was like so stoked. Oh my God, we met Reggie Jackson. And he called his dad. He's like, Dad, I just talked to Reggie Jackson. And his dad's like, what did he say? He said he's good. It was a whole conversation. So that was, I don't know if we met Reggie Jackson or just kind of, hey, what's up? But,
hey, what's up?
Yeah. Hey, I said,
I
how
mean,
you doing?
that's meeting.
Kind of met him?
I'd qualify that as meeting.
All right. Now, Reggie Jackson was the man back then. All right, let's go to it. Actually, Tommy's of that age and a Yankee fan. I mean, Reggie Jackson's got to mean something to you. What's good? The truth?
The straw that stirred the drink.
No doubt, man. Him and Billy Martin. And people should read those old school books because that
I do, and the battles. Mr. Symbieta, happy birthday, by the way. I did
Thank you.
something to you on Facebook.
Thank you.
The battles he would have with Billy Martin, they just didn't get along, but in the tail end, they figured out how to work with each other, and they made it work, but they didn't like each other very much.
Yeah. But they won, and
But,
they won.
I wanted to make some quick points here. I heard Edward just talk. Oh, my God, Edward, work on your humble bragging a little bit more. And I love Tom Brady. He's the GOAT, but I don't want to marry the guy. So when they get married, Edward, I want to be the best man. I want to be your best man at the wedding. And work on your humble brag a little bit more. It's not very good.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, the thing about the Cowboys, I do agree. Their brand, they're going to sell. You know that. I mean, but to me, you know how I feel, Jeff. I want to win championships. I don't care if they play in Old Texas Stadium. I just want to win. The stadium's great. It's great. You're worth $6 bazillion, but win. That's what matters. If you're not winning, who cares? You talked about, I think, Curry a little bit earlier. He is the greatest shooter I've ever seen. But if they could play regular defense, handshake, do all that stuff, I don't think he's doing that in the 80s and 90s. I miss the fact they're taking a lot of the defense away from the NBA. Great shooter, but they don't play the same defense that they used to play. And it would have been great to see him play back in the day, to see someone like Dennis Rodman be up on him. What would he do then?
Well,
That'd
and
be
how
amazing.
physical it would have been back in that day, right? And you know, and we're saying back in the day, it's not that long ago, where I mean, physical meant what they call dirty today. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's unfortunate. I mean, you can't even hand chuck, which is the little thing where you put your hands on it. So the defense has really been taken away from the NBA. These guys can just come up court. I play with my grandsons, Jeff, and I still beat them, and I shouldn't. And you know why? Because they shoot, and that's all they do, and they don't even try to rebound or box out. And I go,
They don't follow their shot.
I shouldn't be beating you. You're younger, but you're not doing it. But what happens when you miss? What are you going to do then? Just stay back there? It's crazy. Wanted to make a point on that. I do think he's the greatest shooter I've ever seen, though, in the NBA.
No doubt.
I wanted to ask as well, the whiskey thing is Saturday night, right?
Yeah, over at All in Autographs.
I signed up for that.
Beautiful. You're going to love that
Are
place.
you going to be there?
No, I'm out of town this weekend, so I will not. So no.
Yeah, I'm going to go check it out. I'm going to check out Eva Marie, the best host on the Sunday for the Raiders thing. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'll be at Bourbon and Boots.
That's you?
Yeah, that's
And
me.
then another thing you guys suggested that I think JJ did, I'm going to try F45 Monday. I got the 7-day trial, see what it's like. I'm real picky because
Call
I know
Newmail
what my
while
body.
you're at it. Call Newmail while you're at it.
That was
too.
funny.
Yeah, I did. It fell off.
That's really funny.
I tried it and it fell off. Sorry. So,
Can I do a little humble brag?
I may have to do that in a few weeks. You know, things are happening. But
Life
but yeah, I'm
happens
going to
quickly.
check out the whiskey thing. I'm going to see Eva Marie Sunday, and then I'll try JJ's suggestion on the. I'm just such an introvert, dude. I do all my workouts at
I see
home.
that.
I do the kettlebell stuff, but I'm gonna check it out to see what it's like. I heard it's pretty good.
Right.
And then one last thing, Astros close out Boston tonight, and Dodgers should be happy, but they're still not tied yet. They still got to get to that 3-3 tie. I think really feel good about themselves. And the Broncos have two backups on. They're playing their quarterback. They should have drafted Fields. They should have drafted the quarterback.
Hey, Tommy, I'm going to humble brag. Remind me to tell you my Bernie Williams story and my Johnny Damon story. I'll
Oh, I
tell you
wanna
two,
hear
Jeff,
that.
off air.
I wanna
Those
hear
are the
that
two
Sunday.
guys I've hung out with.
All right.
Bernie Williams?
Yeah.
Blaney.
Oh my
He
God,
hangs
you
out
got
at
some of that
bars. He's a
story.
lot of fun. I'll send you
Okay.
some stuff.
He hangs out at bars.
Yeah, I want
In
to.
New York.
Okay,
Who
guys.
doesn't?
That's why they play there.
That's why they play there.
All right.
Later.
All right, guys. Thank you.
See
Have
ya.
a great weekend.
That's a good weekend. coming
Bernie
up.
Williams, great guy.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Very nice.
All right. He says something. I think Justin Fields. The Broncos had the opportunity, and Mac Jones. He said they have 2 backup quarterbacks. I don't think he's wrong.
Yeah.
I wanted this to be Teddy's run. And you've told me how great Teddy is. I've heard great things about him as a person. I wanted this to be his chance that he could show I'm a starting, because he was on path before he broke his leg to be a franchise quarterback with the Vikings.
Dismantled his leg,
right?
yeah.
And so he was on that path to be a franchise quarterback, to be a top-level NFL quarterback, to get paid. And look, he's made a living. He's made a lot of money. He's had a nice career. But I wanted this to be his chance. And all they need is a quarterback. Drop in a quarterback. We'll go get Teddy. Okay. And he beat out Drew Lock. He looked great in the preseason. It's not it. It's like Teddy's not going to lose. I don't think he's losing them games. They're not good enough to just get along and win games with Teddy. And I'll go back to what I said with Marty, because Marty said, it correlates. Good quarterbacks correlate with good teams. Give me a bad team right now in the NFL. I mean, your bad teams right now are Houston, are Jacksonville. But is Trevor Lawrence a good quarterback yet? I don't know if he's a good NFL quarterback.
These rookie quarterbacks too early, I feel like.
Right. So are they good quarterbacks yet? I'm not sure they are. He may be. But Atlanta comes close to me with Matt Ryan. Chicago is a bad team with a rookie quarterback. Detroit's a bad team with a not good quarterback. Washington's a bad team with a not good quarterback. The Giants are a bad team with a not good quarterback. The Jets are a bad team with a rookie quarterback. Like all you can't find one right now. The Dolphins are a bad team with a bad quarterback. They're 1-6.
By the way, this Deshaun Watts by November 2nd we'll know, but so crazy.
Is this happening?
They said I was on break when I've been researching, and I'm like, I can't believe this is a discussion. Like, it's all over right now.
And what are they going to give?
Because the trade deadline's by November 2nd.
That's right. So what are they going to give? Because this all
What happens if he gets suspended?
What happens if he gets put in prison?
Yeah.
Like,
correct.
How many assets can you afford to give up for a guy who literally has, 22 charges against him?
Maybe more.
Or I'm not sorry, charges. They're not charges yet. They're accusations.
And I guess he turned down the Eagles, but all these rumors.
He turned down the Eagles?
I guess. And whatever.
I mean,
I'm reading all these different articles.
This is putting all your chips in, hoping that you pull an ace on the draw.
Yeah.
Right? Because if it comes up with a 3 and you lose everything, you're the GM, you're done. The franchise puts itself back for whatever it's going to cost them.
Right.
I mean, they're done with Tua, right?
I think so.
Now, they'll roll him out there this week and next week, and they're going to try to win. And they want him to look good because I think they want to trade him.
On this next break, I'm going to read up on what they would get.
It's nuts.
It's a huge gamble.
Yeah. Yeah, it's everything for that franchise.
Sheesh.
Yeah. All right, 505-246-0610. If you want to get on the realignment stuff, you can do that as well. Gentlemen, life happens. It happens quickly, and there are things along the way, things that are 100% natural, that you're going to need help dealing with. NuMale is there to help you with these things. Guys, as you age, things like fatigue and weight gain, even erectile dysfunction are some of those natural things. A really good chance you're going to be affected. That's where NuMale comes in. They help you deal with these things, take care of them. You will feel better, but you got to make that first call. The number is 505-652-1688. That's area code 505-652-1688. Or you can visit them online at NuMale. That's NUMALE.com. Don't make excuses. All the time people are out there, I don't have time. I don't know where it is. It's not convenient. Look, make the call. Do this for you. NuMale's right here in Albuquerque. The process is comfortable. It's convenient. They're with you every step of the way. But the best part, the most important part of this whole thing, results. The results are real. It works, and men all over the country are benefiting from this. Guys, do this for yourself. Call NuMale, 505-652-1688, 505-652-1688, or visit NuMale.com and feel better.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loan. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS Network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
You trusted your home or business security to a company with an armed response. They sold out to a national corporate giant, and you're stuck on the brink of less security. I'm Aaron Jones, owner of International Protective Service. IPS isn't for sale. I'm invested here, and I care about your home and business as if it's my own. Let the highly trained armed guards or 24-hour patrols of IPS protect what's yours. With faster response times to catch criminals and less associated costs. Call 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.
It's a good issue. It's not a problem. But it kind of forgot it. It takes a minute.
Yep.
So if I haven't responded yet, I will.
Don't take it personal.
But thank you for all the birthday love. It's overwhelming. So, all right, 505-246-0610. That's how we get here. 888-922-0610. Have you found me a team? So what was it? Can you got to go back to like Archie Manning, right? Good quarterback, really perennially bad team.
Yes.
I mean, like, can you think? Was there a guy just that you said? Well, that's probably not right. No, his point was right. Matthew Stafford.
Great point.
Matthew Stafford was the answer. Good quarterback, perennial bad team, but it's rare.
Let me think.
It's rare. Think about it. I'll talk to Grady while you do that. I can hear your gears grinding. You're thinking, what's up, Grady in Santa Fe?
Buckless.
We are buckless.
Humble braggers of the OD in the AM. What's happening?
We don't give a buck today. We just do.
You know, speaking, that's funny.
That was funny.
Speaking of social media and likes and things like that, you know, I was reading a while back how, you know, smartphones and then social media in particular, they design those things to be like slot machines. So you check it and you see what the payoff is. Oh, how many likes do I get? Oh, do I have a notification? And it's really designed to be really quite addicting. You want to get in there and see what the payoff is. And I was watching the Dodger game last night, and it reminded me, playoff baseball is like an addicting app, in my opinion. Because every at-bat, you get some kind of payoff. During regular season, baseball, I struggle to watch. But playoff baseball, I mean, those guys put the ball in play. And JJ had said something earlier in the week where the drama associated with playoff baseball, it's really intense. And I couldn't agree more. I'm not a huge baseball fan, but I'm a big playoff baseball fan. And last night, the Dodgers, again, they didn't disappoint. Just about every inning, just about every at-bat, there was some type of drama. Same thing with the ALCS. So it's really exciting stuff. So
I can't agree more. I can't agree more. And if you've got a little bit of a vested interest, then you really buy in, right? Like it's intriguing if you don't, but if you've got a vested interest, if your team, you've got a horse in the race, you're in, man. And to your point, every pitch in the third inning is a big deal.
Yeah, it's incredible. Touch base real quick. Been watching a little bit of the NBA, and I have to disagree a tiny bit with my man Tommy the Truth. I actually think that once they decided to stop calling the jump-in foul, the flop foul, there have been quite a few what I would consider non-calls that I've seen so far, and I actually enjoy it. And they're actually putting hands on people, and dudes are going down the lane and getting hit a little bit, and they're not just calling every little thing. So I like that, and I don't necessarily like the comparison of eras. Because true enough, Curry would have been handled more physical back then. But then, if you take those same defenders and you put them in today's game, they would be shut out.
Would they be great defenders?
Exactly, and it reminds me of the NFL how with the concentration on player safety and the hits on receivers, it's opened up an entire section of the field, the middle of the field, the tight end and receivers running down the middle of the field, because before you were literally taking your life into your own hands running those routes. But now it's completely changed the game. And I tell you what, my guy Edward Brady has made a Hall of Fame career of killing people up the middle. Yeah. So when rules change, they do affect and change the game, just like Brady has changed the game of effectively opening up the middle of the field. Steph Curry's impact on today's NBA, it's unquestionable. And I would say, regardless of era, I agree with you, Jeff. He is the greatest shooter that I've ever seen. And I'm not an old man, but I'm not a spring chicken either. So I've seen a bit. And lastly, I'll say this: every now and then on this program, somebody will drop a golden nugget. Whether it's Julia and the 5 inches of snow that she got, whether it's Donovan Porter-Reed talking about, oh, yeah, buddy, or Raider Dave describing Donovan Porter-Reed as the Frenchie at quarterback, the reason why the Lobos couldn't win.
Yes.
And when my man Jay dropped Edward Quick, it's a good thing I wasn't driving because I would have wrecked.
I'm going to be Edward Quick yesterday.
That was absolute gold.
That's so good. Will you write the book, please? Will you author that and just great moments here in the OD?
I'm working on it as we speak.
That's so good. All right, man. Enjoy the weekend.
Appreciate the time.
See you. Those are some great moments from the Julia. Who used to produce our show back, 8 years ago-ish. She lived up in the East Mountains. And I said, so, yeah, it kind of snowed a little bit last night or something. She's like, and she was all happy that night. And she's like, yeah, I got 5 inches last night. And
everyone's like, what? That's really funny.
It was, we've had a couple of moments. And my man Jay was Edward Quick yesterday. That 7-minute drive was Edward Quick.
Edward Quick. That's hilarious.
All right, 505-246-0610. You have loaded up my inbox with emails.
Woo!
I will get you as much as I can that's worth getting to you. Actually, if you said them, I'll try to get them in. Marty's call was interesting to me today. He says, for the life of me, I don't understand why Danny Gonzalez wants to stick with Terry Wilson. And my answer is because he's your best quarterback. He's like, well, he's not that good. I'm like,
jeez,
gosh,
people
I think he
really tough. I know I'm new back. Are they like this every year?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, because I was like, I know I'm back in the Mountain West Conference after 18-year hiatus, but
look, I respect his opinion. I just disagree with it. Is that fair?
No, we should. This makes it fun.
He says he's got no allegiance. Well, I mean, they all can leave. Every one of them can leave tomorrow, right? The transfer portal's open to them. It's actually he's if you want to say who's got more reason to be aligned to this place, it'd be Terry, because this is it. Like, this is his last year of college football. It's probably his last year of football. Right?
Is this a good quarterback on a bad team?
There you go. I think this is a good quarterback on a bad team. Yeah.
Or a rebuild. Is there a difference between a bad team and a rebuild?
Probably, when you get right down to it, no. I mean, rebuilding teams tend to be bad.
Yep.
I mean, is this a bad football team? That was a bad offense last week. And by the way, Terry Wilson didn't play. I asked Marty, was it his fault? Well, it was kind of from the Houston Baptist game. The Houston Baptist game leading to, okay, so they didn't blow Houston Baptist out, so it's Terry's fault he tanked the season?
Right.
Like, I'm not there. I'm not.
Does that mean he won 2 games?
I know what I saw this young man do at Kentucky. And again, you're going to have to do a lot more to convince me that he was good enough to play in the SEC, but he's not good enough to play at New Mexico. And that's kind of what you're telling me. Well, he was good enough at Kentucky, but that was just Kentucky. This is New Mexico, and he's not good. What? Yeah. Like, you're right. He's not lit the world on fire. But I'm gonna argue with you that what's around him hasn't given an opportunity to light the world on fire. 505-246-0610. Jeff Symbieta, A. Marie, Adrienne on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Dreams are...
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loan. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
You trusted your home or business security to a company with an armed response. They sold out to a national corporate giant, and you're stuck on the brink of less security. I'm Aaron Jones, owner of International Protective Service. IPS, isn't for sale. I'm invested here, and I care about your home and business as if it's my own. Let the highly trained armed guards or 24-hour patrols of IPS protect what's yours. With faster response times to catch criminals and less associated costs. Call 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.
When looking for the best experience while buying an all-new Kia, Fiesta Kia offers some of the most knowledgeable and friendly Kia specialists in New Mexico. They'll help you find the Kia that will meet all your expectations. Kias have some of the most affordable vehicles for you to choose from, offering extensive options and style for the price. And with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, Kia won't be beat. Come be a part of the Fiesta family today, 7400 Lomas Boulevard Northeast, or start driving now at fiestakia.com.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough.
Is up next at 10, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
So I woke up to this one from one of my really good buddies, old school buddies. He, I gotta find it again. San Francisco guy. He's like, okay, bleeper, you got your win. Now bleep off and have a happy B-Day. The Dodgers last night.
That's
like,
great.
Enough, dude. The Giant fans are still bitter.
That's
like,
great.
All right, bleep, you got your win. Now go bleep off and have a happy B-Day.
That's awesome. I'd be angry too if I was a Giants fan to end my season like that.
That's right. That's how he lost. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. Oh, he did.
Hey,
good night. Now check, please.
Good night.
Yeah, that was the typical check, please. And we are done. All right, Dodgers win last night 11-2. Chris Taylor hit 3 home runs for Los Angeles. So they will go back to Georgia for Game 6 and hopefully Game 7 if you're a Dodger fan. Atlanta leads the series 3-2, but the Big Blue Bats blew out the Big Bad Braves. 3 big bombs into left field pavilion. Broncos lose last night 17-14. Bronco fan, I don't know where you go.
Are you out there?
Yeah, I don't think you are. I think you're drunk and still drunk and you're still drinking from last night and trying to figure it out because what else are you going to do? It's like this was the year that you just needed a quarterback to fill in. You thought you were that good, and Uncle Grumpy is coach, and you started out 3-0, and now you've lost 4 in a row. You got your defense was supposed to be what wins it for you. Okay, well, here you are. Teddy got you down the field, got you within 4.5 minutes to go, and Case Keenum and Dearness Johnson are the offense on the other side. Go make a stop, get the ball back, give Teddy a chance. You got a big-legged kicker in Brandon McManus. New Mexico.
Only got me 2 points yesterday.
Me too. New Mexico Bowl alum. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Yeah, Temple.
That's amazing.
That's right. Well, there's a bunch of them out there.
I want a list.
Do you want a list?
Yeah,
there's
for
like 170 of them. Actually, Ryan will send you. I'll get that. Ryan's got it together. In fact,
love that.
Ryan just sent me a text. He's listening in Texas. We're talking about give me a good quarterback on a bad team. Matt Stafford, Archie Manning. He says, does Marino qualify for a great quarterback on bad teams? And I'm like, kind of, but those teams weren't bad teams.
No.
Now, they didn't get to the Super Bowl, but those teams that Marino played on were not – it's not like they were 4-12 teams. His teams went to the playoffs. His teams got to the AFC Championship game. He just never got back to the Super Bowl. So I'm going to say I don't think that qualifies.
I'm gonna put a question out on Twitter.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
This is a fun conversation.
Yeah, now give me good quarterbacks on bad teams. Stafford would be it, right? Archie Manning would be it. Maybe you can go back to Brian Sipe. Brian Sipe was good. Yeah, you can go there. But there's not a lot. I mean, for the most part, bad teams correlate with bad quarterback play, right? For the most part.
Right.
And again, a good team means they were competitive. They got to the playoffs. Like, you can't tell me, Ken Stabler. No. They got to the playoffs. They got to a Super Bowl. Okay? It doesn't mean, it's not like Derek Carr. Although maybe it was Derek Carr. Now that I think about it. Dan, how about,
I love these Twitter debates. I can't wait to post this question.
Yeah, no, this will be good.
Everyone's an expert on the keyboard.
Would Derek Carr over the last couple of years, or was he the reason? Was he not a good quarterback? He's a damn good quarterback now. I think they're a good team now. I don't know. Go back over the years. Was Phillip Rivers? How about Phillip Rivers at times?
Ooh.
Well, I'll give you Phillip Rivers. You want to throw that in there?
Ooh.
There were some bad Charger teams. 505-246-0610. I gotta get through all these. We could probably spend the whole hour on emails.
They're usually fun.
Sometimes.
And we got a hoe.
I'm not gonna go usually. I'll give you some.
We got a hoe at some point.
Oh! It's the opening drive on AM 610 and 95.9 FM, the Sports Animal and ProView Networks with Adrian and me and you. Goodbye.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS Network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever, no one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number 1 in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Car Crafters is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
That would be one of them.
That's better than intro music.
No, that's so much gooder than that. Charlie Steiner with the call. Chris Taylor with 3 Bombays last night as the Big Blue Bats beat the Big Bad Braves in Chavez Ravine and win by a score of 11-2 to force Game 6 of the National League Championship Series. They're going to head back to Georgia. Opening drive, Jeff Sibbieta, A. Marie, and Adrian. Glad you're with us today. I heard a little alliteration in the CBS Sports Minute. Was it the banged-up Browns beat the Big Bad Broncos or something, or badly beat the Broncos? Broncos get beat last night 17-14. So I'm soliciting you, Bronco fan. Now what? And I'm not telling you it's over, but I kind of think it is. I don't know where you think you're coming back in this division. I'm concerned for where the future goes. You've got Washington next. Then you get Dallas. Then you get the Eagles. Can you go 2-2? I don't know. How can you win if you can't score? You've scored 7 in your losses. You've scored 7 in 19. You scored 24 in the loss of the Raiders. A lot of that was garbage time. And then you scored 14. And by the way, your great defense has given up 23, 27, 34. And yeah, fine, 17 to the Browns. But who are the Browns, man? You hadn't heard of D'Ernest. If I asked you a week ago, who is D'Ernest Johnson, and said to you he is the goaltender for the Colorado Springs Sky Sox, or he is a running back for the Cleveland Browns, or he has his own financial firm and is on the New York Stock Exchange, or he is the starting pitcher for the Texas Rangers, you wouldn't have known. You wouldn't. Now you know because he's on your damn fantasy team. So, yeah, they scored 17 points with Case Keenum and D'Ernest Johnson, but by the way, was enough to beat you. Like, I don't know where you're going now. You get Washington next. Okay. Washington's struggling offensively, but I'll tell you what, your big bad defense that was supposed to be so good, there's a couple of things to me that are the biggest disappointments in the NFL. And not disappointment because I cared, but disappointments because I believed. One of them is Washington's defense. Like, I really bought into Washington's defense. I did. And number 2 is Broncos' defense. Wasn't this the team you were just going to drop a quarterback in? Oh, we're going to get Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is going to Denver, and they're going to go to the Super Bowl. Really? Well, Jeff, they only gave up 17 points. Yeah, to who? And by the way, you got the ball, you score a touchdown. So you're within 17-14 with 4.5 minutes to go. And you send out your vaunted defense to get the ball back from Case Keenum and D'Ernest Johnson. And you never saw the ball again. You couldn't get off the field. This big, bad Bronco defense that was supposed to be the backbone of this franchise. Go out there and turn your season around. Honestly, I don't think I'm overstating what that meant last night. You're 3-3. You're on a 3-game skid. You're on national television on the national game. And you get an opportunity on the road to go steal a game. And your offense gets you to within 3. You got a kicker with a big leg. Go out and make a stop against Case freaking Keenum and D'Ernest Johnson. Get off the field. Get me the ball back. Who are they throwing the ball to? They weren't even a threat. Landry had 5 catches last night. Odell had 2. Do you know the rest of these guys? I mean, Austin Hooper had 2. Who's Anthony Schwartz? Demetric Felton. Harrison Bryant. Johnny Stratton. That's who they were. And you can't get off the field? So stop it, man. And Bronco fan, I'm not looking to just pile on you. But why don't you explain to me then where the hope is? Because I don't see it. Is it all on Teddy? I don't know. Partially it's on Teddy. I like what you have in Javonte Williams, but you only ran the ball 14 times. Hell, you only ran 47 plays. What does that mean, Jeff? In context, they ran 66. They ran almost 20 plays more than you. Yeah, they beat you, but get off the damn field if your defense is that good. And honestly, to me, that's what it came down to, that last drive. Get off the field, and you couldn't. I'm listening, Bronco fan. I'm listening. We're here for you at 505-246-0610. Emails jeff@sportsanimalabq.com. I'm so disappointed, and again, not because I care, but because I bought in that defense. And I don't know where you go. Should they have taken a quarterback? Obviously. But if the defense is so great, get off the field when it really matters, and they couldn't do that. All right, emails, jeff@sportsanimalabq.com, jj@sportsanimalabq.com, but he's not here. He'll get him on Tuesday.
We're
Marie,
back. We're back.
All right, thank you. That was a lot of work. I've been here the whole time. I mean, I'm glad.
I'm sorry, I'm back.
Yeah, that was me talking.
I meant we as a whole system and, team. It's not just the quarterback.
It crashes
It's the team, okay?
Yeah, it crashes a lot, doesn't it? All right. I don't know how much of my rant you just heard, but it was about the Broncos and that defense, and I don't know where the hope is. Like I'm never a guy that sits here and wants to be naysayer, but I just everything was about your defense, and that's why you didn't get a quarterback, because you were good enough just to drop in a quarterback in that system and go to the playoffs and contend in that division. And while your quarterback's not great, I don't think he's bad, but to me, the season may have hinged on that last drive last night, and they couldn't get the ball back. They had a chance to go on the road, steal a game in Cleveland, and they couldn't get Case Keenum and Dearness Johnson off the field. So that's that. I don't know. You think I'm wrong?
No, I don't. I 100% agree with you. I was checking the Twitter polls.
So I got an answer for you. So
Kirk Cousins, Washington football team.
All right. I don't know if I buy that. Micah sent me. So the question is, give me a good quarterback on a bad team. Like it was Matthew Stafford. It was Archie Manning. Typically, there's a correlation between your quarterback play and your success. Ryan asked me about Dan Marino. I don't buy that one because I don't think those were bad teams. They weren't Super Bowl teams, but they weren't bad teams. Micah sent me a great one. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
It's going to piss people off. Tony Romo.
Ooh, especially in this market.
Right? But
Marty, where you at?
I don't think he's wrong. He was a good quarterback on bad teams. Well, Jeff, I mean, they weren't bad teams. They were 500 teams. All right. Some of them were bad.
Someone just tweeted back, how about doing a bad quarterback on a good team, Mark Sanchez?
Yeah, that's fair, too. No, that's fair, too. Bad quarterbacks on a good team.
Oh, this is going to go all day on Twitter. These are my favorite.
Yeah. And how bad is that quarterback? I mean, was Mark Sanchez bad then? When they went to the AFC Championship game 2 years in a row, was he bad? I don't think he was bad.
No.
I mean, he ended up not being great, but was he bad? What's a bad quarterback, right? I mean, I've watched bad quarterback play.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can go around the league with that. All right, let me get you some emails while you watch the Twitter poll. Deutsch says, did I hear Gonzalez say Lobo football worked from the gate this week, Jeff? You just don't do that in the middle of the season when you're already tired and beat up and going into the longest game, 60-minute game in America at 7,200. I don't know. Maybe he said something on Lobo Talk. I didn't hear Lobo Talk last night. So I
did not hear Lobo Talk either.
Lobo Hobo says, don't it feel like Laradice? Jeff, we need an early hoe to get this OD fired up for Lobo football at Wyoming.
Well, we couldn't hoe till everything was back and running. So don't worry, coming in hot.
The hoe machine was
to end it strong.
The hoe machine was broke.
It really was.
I know. No, the hoe machine was broke, and so soon we'll hoe. Glenn says $64,000 question, Jeff. With JJ on load management, who does the critical pregame show tomorrow? Is it Sushan? Or does Stigabon come off the bench? It's from Glenn. You know, I don't know the answer to that. I think it might be Trulio. I think they may be going to the bullpen and calling in Trulio for
no idea.
pregame. I don't know. I know who it's not, and it's me.
Same.
And you know that as well? I don't know who it is. There's people who are in charge of doing that, and I'm not that guy. I'm good with that. I got enough issues. Bourne says Casey Keesum beat JJ's Pumpkins, Jeff? Do you know who Casey Kasem is?
Casey what?
Casey Kasem. He's DJ, Top 100.
No.
America Top 40.
Okay.
Casey Kasem, legendary voice, passed away a few years ago.
Aw.
Yes, born Casey Kasem beat JJ's Pumpkins last night. He says, P.S. is tonight's Colorado State, Utah State, a bowl elimination game. I don't think so. One team's 3-3, the other one's 4-2. No, I don't know if it eliminates them. It makes it tougher. It makes it a little tougher, the road. But I don't know if I think it's an elimination game yet. Tella says, you'll like this, Jeffy. The doctor who played in the classic era with most of the legends had an interesting response on who he thought was the toughest to go up against, and he sent me a link. All right, I'll watch it. All right, I got more. I want Bronco fan, like work with me. Where are you? Is it over? Dodger fan, you're alive. It's the opening drive. Jeff and A. Marie and Adrian on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The 25K payday. Text this national key.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Car Crafters is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
A burglary takes place in the United States approximately every 15 seconds. International Protective Service is your answer for commercial and residential security in all of Albuquerque. IPS will work with your monitoring company for fast, reliable response times. You can rest easy knowing you, your family, or your company is watched over by International Protective Service. Call International Protective Service today.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green and keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From the laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better.
9.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Are we ready for this?
Give me a hoe if you got your funky bus fare. There's a double Dutch bus coming down the street, moving dirty fast, so kinda shuffle your feet. Get on the bus, pay your fare, then tell the driver that you're going to a double Dutch affair. Well, I'm your darling, here it comes. The double Dutch bus is on the street. You better get off the move your feet. Bus fare, trans pass, that's the way my money lasts. Ain't got no hard get around when I go to work. I gotta go downtown, now I miss my train. That's a double shake when I'm running.
That was a painful sounding hoe today.
It was very calm, like soothing.
Started like a guy who might have had a few last night.
Yeah.
And then painful hoe today. But I feel better now. I always feel better on a Friday after a hoe. I don't know who doesn't.
We needed a hoe. We need to rally.
Who doesn't need a hoe? You know what I'm saying?
A good quarterback on a bad team.
I promise you that. Mark Grace used to call them slump busters back in the day. Oh, are we talking about the same thing?
Sure.
He was a good first baseman on a bad team.
I mean, yeah, we can. I think you can go in any sport, right?
Slump busters?
Sure.
Yeah, whatever that means. I don't even know.
Mud says Jim Everett.
Okay. There were some bad years. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's a good one. I like that, Mud. That's good. He hit you on the tweeter?
Yeah, he'll start coming back once the Lobos start winning. He's keeping it to text and tweeting.
Okay. No, I'm down. I should check.
We love you, Mud.
Let me check this line too. I got to get onto the texter. Says, "Ho, I've had a few painful hoes in my life." LOL. Neil O'Donnell. Was Neil O'Donnell a good quarterback? I mean, he got into the Super Bowl, then he went to the Jets, and he was on a bad team. Okay.
Fran Tarkington, okay.
Yeah, but he went to 4 Super Bowls, so how bad were those teams?
Jesus. Expansion era Vikings and then Giants.
I mean, look, just because you didn't win a championship doesn't mean you're a bad team.
Marino.
Yeah, see, and I don't buy the Marino stuff either because those weren't bad teams. They didn't get to Super Bowls, but they weren't bad teams.
Yeah, someone just put he was 147 and 93 in his starts.
Yeah, those weren't bad teams. This one says Romo had plenty of chances in the playoffs, could not get it done. Better season quarterback than playoffs. He was better regular season quarterback than playoffs. All right. This says, how do you buy into the Broncos when you beat 3 scrubs in a row? No, I get that. I bought into them with a caveat, understanding who they beat. My eyes were telling me that they were a little bit better than maybe they are. John says Marino had good teams, no viable running game, which is 100% true. Greatest quarterback to never win a Super Bowl. Good quarterback never to win. Fran Tarkenton went to Super Bowl 3 times. Jim Kelly 0 for 4. So totally different conversation. Good quarterbacks never win a Super Bowl. That's a broader, and those are all at the top of the list. It would be Marino at the top of the list. But this is like Matthew Stafford kind of good quarterback stuck on bad teams. It says Marino had no running attack. Defense was okay. He didn't have great running backs. When people humbly brag too much, it's massive insecurity, and it does not enlighten everyone, Edward.
Jesus.
It says, Edward's like the guy that says he's great, that I played in tennis, that comes out with a $500 Nadal racket and a $600 tennis outfit, I guess dollars, thinking he won even before we played. Maybe. Certainly confident. Would you say Edward's a confident young man?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah. Yeah, man, the texter's busy this morning. Volcano.
It's Friday. People are fired up.
Yeah, it says Volcano Vista will upset Rio Rancho today.
All right.
Manzano will give La Cueva all they can handle. Cleveland will mercy rule West Mesa in the second quarter. Wow. I don't see Manzano giving La Cueva all they can handle. That's the one I'm not sure about. Broncos had a top 10 defense last year. Did not need Surtain. So, I mean, you can certainly make the argument that they needed a quarterback more than they needed Surtain. This one says, Jeff Lobos are not going bowling this season. Time to let the young kids get some reps and prepare for the future. Will hurt now, but next season they will have that in-game experience. So I can listen to that a little bit in regards to if you don't want to play Terry Wilson. I can't listen to you tell me that you think that they're better than Terry Wilson or give you a better chance to win. Now, if the goal is if they go 2-6 this weekend, and they're probably not going bowling now. So if you're telling me get these guys some reps, if you believe the quarterback of the future is on the roster, you want to get them some reps and play them, I can listen to that. I'll ask you this question, and I'm not sure where you're going to go with it. So how much do you owe Terry Wilson if he's healthy to play? Meaning he came here as a 6th-year super senior, right? Could have gone anywhere. He comes here. I'm going to guess you gave him some promises. We're going to throw the ball more. You're going to play, and you're going to get a chance to. This is it, right?
Yeah.
Do you owe it to him to play him if he's healthy? If he's better than those other guys?
I think everything is earned, and I think that.
Well, if he's earned the spot,
yes, he
right?
has. He has.
So, I ask you,
was he playing when we won?
Well, you won 2 games against bad teams, but
right.
So I ask this kind of a double-forked question because, A, I don't know what promises would have been made to Terry, and I'm going to guess if to your point, if you earn it, you're going to play. But secondly, if you're in the market again, whether it's next year or the year after, for a transfer quarterback, and that quarterback says, "Man, you guys got down, you got to 2-4, and that, you went young." I mean, I don't want that to happen. I want to come over and play. Is somebody going to not play?
As part of a rebuild, would you start we probably need people all over, right?
Yeah. I mean, do you do that same thing with the offensive line?
Yeah.
Do you run these guys out there that Danny says, they're not ready to go yet, but do you rebuild, or do you only do that at quarterback?
After a pandemic and you're rebuilding and new coach, new quarterback?
Well, but I would ask this question because obviously what this texter is referring to is quarterback.
Okay.
And so I guess, does that mean you do it on the offensive line too and on the defensive line? Or do you put guys out there who give you the best chance to win? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to win a game on a given Saturday? Or is it about building for the future? And the answer is yes. But which one is your number one priority? And I think you're trying to win games, because I think to build the program, you got to win some games and get some confidence.
Yep.
I guess, like for Marty and the people who are done with Terry Wilson, I guess I don't get it.
Are they impatient?
Of course.
Aren't we all?
Of course. UNM over under 8 points this weekend. I go over, but
wait, what is it?
UNM over under 8 points. Will they score more or less than 8 points this weekend? What did they score last week? They got beat. They scored 7, and it was defensive.
Yep, and they haven't scored an offensive touchdown in 9 quarters, I think JJ said.
Yeah.
The last 9 quarters they haven't scored an offensive touchdown.
Fresno State only scored 17 last week in Laramie. They won 17-0. I mean, the bet's got to be the under in this game, doesn't it?
I would take the under.
Under 8? Lobo points, under 8?
Do you think we'll score more than 7?
I mean, any college football team in America, I'm going to say, goes into a game, they're going to score more than 8 points. Right?
I would hope.
On any given week.
You know what? I'm taking the over.
All right.
And I'm hoping Terry does well.
This says Fran Tarkenton only went to 3 Super Bowls. He's right. You're right.
Went to the Giants.
Joe Kapp went to the first Super Bowl, lost to the Chiefs. You are right. They went to 4 in a row, but it was you're right. 100%. My mistake. Yes.
I should know that.
Well, that's all right.
Let me name 3 players from that team.
Rod says first team that scores wins, right, Jefferson? It might be 0-0 in the fourth quarter and a turnover fluky play decides this thing in Laradice. Last year's 17-16 contest might look like a shootout. Yeah, that's what it was last year. 17-16. Jack says more pressure on Lobo football and whomever is under center after a bye week to beat the winless Rebels after seeing how good backup quarterback Nick Nee looked against them last night for San Jose State, Jeff. Let's get through this one. I'm not ready just to trash the quarterback situation. I'm not. I know some of you are. I'm not there.
Team sport.
Does Conference USA really want that mess, Jeff? When Fearless Dougie, who's likely gone, says they can't recruit, they have a palm tree growing in the middle of their gym, and they don't even have a working locker room. It's from Bruce. Well, I'm going to tell you, that conversation would be, hey, you need to upgrade your facilities.
Yeah.
You need to, the visiting locker room needs to get better. And, I mean, really? What's the palm tree? Well, we love the palm tree. We're going to put Christmas lights on it.
I love the palm tree.
I say embrace the damn tree.
I say embrace the damn tree,
Grow the tree. Put it on your helmets.
Then maybe everyone could, have I don't know.
Take your team picture for the front of the program around the palm tree. Make it
come
the
up with a
center of your
cheer.
program. Go tree.
We're not joking.
No, we're not. Love the palm tree, the precious palm, and look, we can grow palm trees in the middle of the desert. Go tree. 505-246-0610. Steph scored 45 last night. Thoughts on that? Haven't really touched on Ben Simmons yet. Dodgers are winners last night.
Such a baby.
Ben Simmons?
Yes.
It's a bad scene. I had a Tennessee Volunteer.
Not a team player.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I had a Tennessee Volunteer alum, former player, tell me how embarrassed he was about his people yesterday.
I've got to hear about that too.
So we'll get into that. Hey, I want to tell you about International Protective Service. If you've not called them yet, I suggest you do. Protect what's important to you. Protect your home, your business, your family. Feels like that's important. I know it is to me. And that's why years ago I called Aaron and IPS, and they've watched my home. International Protective Service is a private security company. They use highly trained armed guards in 24-hour patrols to respond to alarms and protect property. Alarm goes off, they're there within 7 minutes or less. Now, IPS installs alarm systems. So in addition to responding to alarms if they go off, they can now install alarms, and they will respond as well. 505-897-2420 is the number. 505-897-2420. You can go to ipsglobal.com. They are dedicated to making Albuquerque a better, a safer place to live and work. If you trust IPS, you get a local company, not a business who's going to sell your security to a national corporate giant who doesn't know Albuquerque like IPS does. They will still respond to any alarm system. But if you don't have one, call IPS. They'll set you up for unmatched security. Don't wait to be a victim. Sleep better at night knowing IPS is watching your business, and be confident during the day. They've got eyes on your home when you're not there. IPS's number is 505-897-2420. 505-897-2420, or visit them online at ipsglobal.com.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loan. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
You trusted your home or business security to a company with an armed response. They sold out to a national corporate giant, and you're stuck on the brink of less security. I'm Aaron Jones, owner of International Protective Service. IPS isn't for sale. I'm investing.
5.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Yeah, if you're Tennessee, you got to be proud, huh? Good friend of mine played back in the day, and I saw him yesterday. He says, I was just so embarrassed watching the Vols. I'm like, well, oh, you mean throwing golf balls and water bottles at your buddy Lane? I mean, at some point, what are you doing? Like I get it, you're passionate, you love your team, but at some point, hey, what are you doing at a football game with a golf ball in your pocket? Just curious.
Like, how nice were these golf balls?
Well, I think they were range balls.
Yeah.
But, I mean, does it matter? What are you doing with a football?
No, for real, though.
Like, what are you doing with it? I play golf.
Same.
I got a garage full of golf balls.
I try.
Yeah, no, that's right. We all hit balls.
We all try.
I got a garage full of golf balls. Like a bunch. I don't know what to do with them. Right? What's that? That was like, oh, that was your drink.
It's ice, yeah.
Yeah.
It's melting.
Were you ever compelled to walk into an arena, a stadium, an event with golf balls in your pocket?
No, even if it's like the Packers or anything, like just no.
Even if it's those guys.
Or a team I don't like. By the way, Adrian just said Aggies in paradise. I don't know what that means.
So what that means
for the palm tree?
No, what that means is they do, and actually I believe that event's tonight.
In paradise.
No, I believe that's tonight. They do a fundraiser every year called Aggies in Paradise.
Oh my gosh, Adrian!
Yeah,
genius.
Yeah, I was thinking of that the other day actually because we had got asked from the New Mexico Bowl to donate a prize or a raffle item for Aggies in Paradise, and so we just sent it down there. They do that every year. So there you go. Do it around that damn tree. I mean, what more says paradise than a palm tree grown in Las Cruces? I'm just asking.
Oh, that's so awesome.
I think the answer is nothing. No. Hello, Terry. Hello, Terry.
Good Friday to you both. You guys are doing a wonderful job this Friday. Real quick, Zach Gentry, it was nice he got mentioned on Sunday Night Football.
Yep.
Go El Dorado Eagle.
Yeah, go Eagles.
Yeah, he was from great high school quarterback to an awesome blocking tight end. If I could speak English, I'd be dangerous.
You might be.
So, yeah, it was nice from that locally. And they're honoring his grandfather 2 weeks from today, I think, November 5th at the Highland Gym at noon. So pass it along.
Yeah, the great Bill Gentry. From what I understand, people tell me the best high school coach the state has ever seen. I mean, people swear.
Yeah, I made him flinch one time when I came in from PE class, and I broke the bursa sac in my elbow, and if you know, it makes it look like it's dislocated. And he told me, I think you need to go to the nurse. I said, really, Coach? Okay. So, but that's it is. I thought today with JJ gone, as you started the show, I thought that we were going to have a segment for each of his teams where we would trash them, like maybe the Avs third line can't put the puck in the back of the net, and the Nuggets bench scoring isn't going well after, his poor Broncos. And they're a quarterback short of a picnic, but I digress.
A quarterback short of a picnic.
Yeah. Charlie Huff, the one who gave up the third Reggie home run, he came through here, Albuquerque, many moons ago. He actually hurt his back. He was a mountain of a man, and I guess he was trying to do one of those weighted bats they used to have. So he hurt his back and became a knuckleballer and, had a decent career in the majors. But as big as he was and as slow as he threw the ball, it still was amazing that he was able to adapt on that. I think it's easier to pick a good pitcher on a bad team than a quarterback because, there goes back to Steve Carlson. One year he won 24-8, and I think the Phillies only won 52 games.
Look at all the bad teams Greg Maddux pitched on. I mean, when he was with the Cubs all those years. No, that's easy. You can you can make a hell of a list of good pitchers on bad teams.
Bad teams. So on the quarterback, the closest, obviously being a Pats fan, I go back to Jim Plunkett being drafted by him. Not much went well with then, but when he went on, he won 2 Super Bowls with the Raiders. Decent. So, he was not great, but, a solid quarterback. And, so it's hard because if you don't have an O-line, if you don't have receivers, it's really hard to say, oh, you're a good quarterback on a bad team, unless you just have a hideous defense and you have great stats and the defense is all-time bad. But besides that, I think there's numerous quarterbacks that if they've been in different situations, they might have done much better. But you guys have a great weekend. As always, I say, enjoy the show. Be safe. Enjoy your families. And always on a Friday, hey, Marie, give Bulu a hug for me.
I will.
Yes, so everybody go out and get a rescue dog. Little, announcement from me. But you guys take care. I don't know. Do you have any cross-country meet to go to this weekend?
Yep.
Or
I'll be in Los Alamos for a 4:15 race today. I will be up in Los Alamos.
Okay. Oh, go Addie, go Academy. Do well.
Thanks,
be
Terry.
safe.
Go Addie, go Academy.
Thank you, Terry.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, headed up to Los Alamos today. It's the last meet before district championships next weekend, and then assuming they get through districts, state championships the week after that.
Let's go.
And then we're done. Then it's on to lacrosse season. Then it's like, actually, there's a tournament she's got to figure it out. Like now, is she playing? Her team may be going to Arizona. She hasn't picked up a stick. Not true. Hey, okay, can you throw a lacrosse ball? Like if you picked up a stick right now, could you throw it back?
Probably not. No, I don't know proper technique or anything. I never played.
So Addie and I said, this is 2 weekends ago. I said, hey, think about playing in that tournament. Yeah, I don't know. You haven't picked up a stick. Let's go out. Let's go down to the park. Let's go play. So I go down there. I play catch with her. I never played lacrosse. And I don't know if you know this. The men's sticks are a lot different than the women's sticks.
I imagine.
It's the men's sticks are deeper pockets, easier to catch and throw. Women's sticks are not as deep because it's a non-contact game. So in actuality, the women's skills, like the skill set, tend to be better than men. It's a less physical game. The women don't wear, like they wear eye protection and skirts. Men wear full shoulder pads and helmets and face shields and the whole thing. So we're throwing back and forth, and we got into this little groove, and I'm counting. And I dropped it. And honestly, I swear to you, a bee came right in front. I was catching the ball. A bee came in. I dropped it at 97. So Dad was part of this. We threw the ball back and forth without hitting the ground 97 times.
Wow.
And so then we're like, well, dude, we got to hit 100, don't we? We hit 128.
Let's go.
And she dropped it that time. So Dad is part of, like, I can throw the ball. We're probably, I'm going to guess 20, 30 yards apart, just playing catch, whipping a lacrosse ball back and forth. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm like, I was a little proud of Dad.
I'm proud of you, too.
She should be able to do that. She's a varsity high school lacrosse player. She should be able to do that. But 128? That means I caught and or threw 120, half of those times. Yeah.
64.
Yeah.
Good job.
I caught 64 of them and threw 64 good balls in a row without a hit in the ground.
Let's go. Consistent.
Just saying, man. Just see? Huh?
How about that?
Let's go out and throw the lacrosse ball around.
Yeah.
It's a skill I've been working on over the last few years.
I think lacrosse is awesome. Just didn't grow up around it.
Lacrosse is bitching. Like
that and hockey, but then when I went to the East Coast, I got into hockey.
Yeah. Well, hockey's a beautiful, beautiful game.
Awesome.
Lacrosse, I've got this appreciation for it, and when we went up to that tournament and watched it play at that level, I was so wonderfully impressed. I love the game. It's been great for her. All right, I'll get you as many of these emails as I can when we get back. 505-246-0610. This one says, low subdued hoes are just as good as high-pitched excited ones.
Mud told us we're weakest hoe.
Was that the weakest hoe?
Dang, I thought it was more like
it was a different hoe.
Cruising into Friday, the weekend. It was like a.
Oh.
I liked it.
Yeah, well, it was a different hoe today. It's kind of a different day. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
When looking for the best experience while buying an all-new Kia, Fiesta Kia offers some of the most knowledgeable and friendly Kia specialists in New Mexico. They'll help you find the Kia that will meet all your expectations. Kias have some of the most affordable vehicles for you to choose from, offering extensive options and style for the price. And with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, Kia won't be beat. Come be a part of the Fiesta family today, 7400 Lomas Boulevard Northeast, or start driving now at fiestakia.com.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, backed by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Global Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Global Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. for life's loudest moments.
And it's, what happens when you water the rocks? Nothing grows, right?
Nothing.
And
maybe palm trees.
He's kind of talked me through this whole, you listen to so much negativity. Why do you pay it so much attention? Are you responding to the flow of one? Why water the rocks? And sometimes I think we water the rocks too much. We just let the negativity fester and fester and fester. We continue to water it, listen to it, grow, but nothing grows. Nothing grows from it. And so that's where that came from. Didn't Jerry Palmer have Lobo football in your game after week 2, Jeff? How things have changed in a month. Yeah, I imagine so. The text line says, did San Jose State save their New Mexico Bowl dreams last night? They may have. And maybe they're still alive. Hello, Howie.
Well, what's going on today? Is it like how low can you hoe or what?
How low can you hoe? How low can you hoe? Yes.
Are you having birthday blues, Jeff, the day after your birthday? Just a little bit of a low hoe there?
Well, I mean, is a low hoe a bad hoe?
I don't think a low hoe's a bad hoe. You show up every day.
I guess.
And he gives all his hoe.
I mean, I give all the hoe I got.
Yeah, I just figured you must have had a tough birthday night, maybe, so.
Yesterday was a challenging day, man. I'm not going to lie. Yesterday was a challenging day. We had a great board event last night. Got sent home with a bottle of Maker's Mark.
Heck yes.
Yeah.
That's a good finish.
Yeah, it was a good finish. It was a good finish and just made for a little lower hoe today. That's all. Low hoe ain't bad hoe.
Guys.
Some Maker's Mark hoe.
My impression of some of the callers this morning is such a disappointment with Danny Gonzalez and Terry Wilson. And, the easiest thing in the world to do, guys, is to give up. That's the easiest thing, to quit on something, And I appreciate Danny and Terry. They haven't quit on anything. They still believe this team can win some football games and do something good. And I choose to have faith in them rather than to give up on them. I mean, this country wasn't built on quitters, guys. So, it's disappointing that a lot of people are taking that stance. But, I believe Danny and I applaud Terry for uprooting his family and coming cross country to play football for us. What do you think, guys? Isn't that the young man deserve a little more consideration?
I everything about him I like. The times we've spoken with him, I think he's been spectacular. And to listen to this, that he's not a good quarterback, I just don't buy it. He hasn't played well, and the team's been bad around him. But somehow, again, convince me he was good enough to play in the SEC and win there, but he's not good enough to play at New Mexico. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't quit on Danny yet. I haven't quit on Terry yet. I haven't quit on the Lobo squad, and I won't. And I will not. I'll be there with them till the bitter end, and that's what a true fan is. And, one thing you have to look forward to, Jeff, is next year you'll be hoeing on your birthday.
Ooh, I get a birthday hoe next year?
Yes. A birthday hoe next year. And I'll leave you with this thought. May all your birthday hoes be high-pitched, okay?
Oh, good day now.
Yes.
Have a nice weekend.
Ho! What's my normal hoe pitch? Ho! Like there? Ho!
It's a little higher.
I did kind of ho.
But I thought, actually, that's how you're going to break your record. You kind of
just kind of keep it in.
I thought you were going to
What is my record?
It's like 1:10.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's a lot of hoe.
That's a lot of hoe.
I never timed my hoe. I don't want to know how long I can hoe or can't. I could call for help. Never mind. All right.
A lot of good lines today.
I don't know. All right, here's what I got for you today.
How are we going to end this?
When we sit here, so Dodgers play Saturday, Sunday. So we will have a World Series set.
We will have a World Series set.
By the time you and I gather up
we are hopefully ramming it.
Well, we're going to ram it on Monday.
I mean, I would. Well, if we don't ram it on Monday.
If there's a lock on the board, it's the Rams to beat the Lions. Now, I don't know if they cover the 15. That's a big number. But if there's a lock on the board, it's the Cardinals over the Texans? Because there's two beat downs in the NFC West today.
Yeah.
Or this weekend. All right, what's the World Series? When we sit here on Monday and have this conversation, the World Series will be set. Is it the two teams that are up 3-2? Is it the Astros and the Braves?
I think we thought at the beginning.
Well, we
No, we thought the
we
Red
didn't.
Sox. We thought the Red Sox.
I think everybody thought the Dodgers were going to beat the Braves. Certainly people
Right.
around here did. I'm going to tell you the Dodgers are going to pull this out.
Okay. And who
they're-
are they playing?
They're going to play the Astros.
All right. You heard it
What do
here
you
Friday.
Got? What do you got? You going the other way? Just go completely.
Yeah, I want the. I'll go Braves Sox. How about that? Let's make it fun.
Yeah, no, that makes it fun. That makes it fun. All right, the Vikings will not have lost this weekend, nor shall they have won.
Oh, but we got an exciting one. Can't wait for those phone calls after Halloween. Vikings, Cowboys. We're both on a bye this week.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Everybody's on a bye. It's Bye-Mageddon.
Had to pick up. Gosh.
I know. No, we're all there. Everybody who does this. You know, I found out. Well, I've known this forever. Nobody cares about my fantasy football team, which is fine.
Yeah.
Best game of the week is what? Bengals Ravens.
Agreed.
Bengals Ravens. Chiefs Titans is interesting too. Chiefs Titans is interesting as well. You get a limited schedule.
I need the Chiefs to win.
Do you?
Yes.
Why?
To keep my household happy.
Oh, because of the Titans?
Mm-hmm.
To keep your house. All right.
Happy team, happy life.
No, I get it. You guys watch a lot of sports, huh?
Oh, yeah.
So last night, do you get into the NBA this early?
What's really
you and JJ are the only ones I know.
No, and basketball's always been like my first love. So yep.
You don't have to
Sure
apologize for it.
I love it. Always have.
No, be down with it then.
And I love college basketball too, but I don't get into college basketball until football's over.
Well, but that's probably not going to be the way it is around here. You're going to start getting into.
Oh no,
college
I'm
basketball.
excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited to get back into Lobo hoops.
You're going to get in about a week and a
Mountain
half from
West.
now. You're going to be getting into college basketball.
I'm very excited.
I'll be. I'm going to be watching. I'm doing 4 games. So
That's awesome.
I'm
excited. I've been in the pit in years.
Well, the pit will. So a lot of people feel that way after last year. I'll be in Boulder on November.
well.
November 13th.
Nice.
I will be in Boulder for Lobos, Colorado.
Nice.
I'll get a game at the pit, one game at the pit against Montana State on the 20th. Robert will be traveling with football, and then I will do the Thanksgiving Day and the day after Thanksgiving in Vegas for the tournament in Las Vegas.
How fun.
So I'll get to. I would love working with Hunter Green and get to do 4 of those. So I'll be watching some of that.
That's awesome.
Well, thank you, everybody, today. I'm going to sneeze now.
That was a good sneeze.
Did you get that?
Yep.
Jim Rome Show is next. The Herd with Colin Cowherd will follow that. Then you get, who's doing the afternoon show? I don't even know.
Don't
the
know.
afternoon show today. Trulio after that, and then we're back on Monday morning with award-winning.
Woo!
Adrian, terrific week. Thank you for everything.
Good luck,
Marie?
Dodgers.
What do
Good
you
luck,
think?
guys.
Hey, Marie, you and me?
Yeah, that was
Today,
fun.
is that all right?
That was a fun Friday.
I mean, we didn't kill anybody. We're still
no,
here.
we're still here.
All right. Be good to each other, please. Have a great, safe weekend. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We will smell you on Monday.
That one dropped in ace for Michaela Martinez.
No score here in the top of the third. Swing on the outside.
Old for Eldorado right before we came back with that big play. He's going to the corner. He's wide open. It's a touchdown to Omar El Shanawi.
Blattman, a sophomore out of Abyssal County. That one's hit well, and Ziegler.
We're back to pass. Throws, got a receiver open, caught.
Wow.
Touchdown. What a throw from Rivera to Ben Wilson. That's a 32-yard or 29-yard strike. Academy on the board.
Peyton Prop, and hit hard by Ziegler over the center fielder's head. Can't get to it. That will score Delosier. They send her home. There's the throw. She's in there safe.
Bynum with the game-leading goal. Lamar Bynum.
21 targets to go for it. Rivera back to pass, 7-step drop. Looking in the end zone, going to Garris. Caught down at the 6-yard line. First down. Wow.
Man.
What a catch by Kellen Garris.
Goes around Bynum. Here's Kumar. Can Kumar even this up? He does! What a dribble shot.
Kept in play by Martinez. Blocked up front by Kalajic. Fango blocked straight down by Wallace. McIntosh for the swing! And she got it! Number 1,000 in the career of Sydney McIntosh here.